Hey everyone, I'm Cosmic and welcome back to another stream. I'm glad the intro actually works that time. I think it's always like done a weird thing where it stutters and I just ran it a few times in OBS and it like fixed itself. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, the link is sent out. And we should be good to go. Oh, hello. Wow, people showed up fast. Hello, Squiddy. Hello. Oh god, I don't know how to say your name. Pavis. Okay, I'm butchering that so hard. I'm not sure how to say that. Hello, can I have cheeseburger, please? I'm gonna just jump straight into open. Yeah, I'm starting a bit later today. I don't have a good reason. I'm slow start this morning, I guess. Well, I stayed up until like 4 last night, which is also not a good reason, but that's probably why. Hello, Sniper Souls. Hello, Voxy. Hope you guys are doing well. I think I saw your comment. I haven't checked the comments on the new video that came out today. But on the other one, I did, yes. Thank you everyone for the comments and stuff. I don't know, all of a sudden my channel is doing like a lot better than it was before. I don't know how long I can like keep this up, but it is fun having lots of interaction. Oh, is the chat? I hope the chat is better. I tried to it looks like it's working now. It had a weird delay before. And like once I switched to YouTube from Twitch, it had a weird delay, and I tried like redoing the thing. Yeah, it looks like it's actually in real time now. Okay, that's cool. That's good. Yeah, I'm playing with Stamper for now. I might switch, but I like using it, so. Yes, I'm very excited for Tears of the Kingdom. I am very, very excited. I'm so busy with other stuff right now. I want to just think about that. I mean, I'm sure I'll make time to play it. I somehow always manage to make time to play video games, so yeah, I'm sure it'll work out. But I will have a lot of other things going on. Up your channel, yeah. I mean, if the channel gets big, that'd be cool. I don't know. Like, there's a certain point where I'm like, I don't know how big I want to get, but definitely bigger than I am now. I mean, I'm happy with, as long as people are like commenting on the videos and chatting in the streams, I'm happy. So lately, it's been very good. But yeah, obviously getting bigger is fun. Your Switch is patched so you can't mod it? Oh. I still don't know if I want to, like... I'm just so afraid to mod a console, because I don't want to brick it, or, like, just mess something up. Oh, hey, Dan. Hello, Purple Skittle. You're awake for that VC? What VC? I was saying I wanted to do more, content with... like friends. I don't know. I'm just like, it's at a point right now where I'm like, I'm so busy doing like school stuff. When I play with friends, a lot of time it's like really late at night, and it's like I don't know. It's hard to organize things with friends or have them be like, you know, energetic and excited, which I would like for if we're making a video, because I am like working on videos by myself or working on school projects and then joining VC at like, I mean, I literally joined, I got on Discord at like midnight last night, so yeah, it's a bit of a weird schedule right now. Yeah, I mean, that's like, I like watching smaller creators because you can actually do like chat interaction and people can actually get like remembered, and it feels more like an actual community. So I get that. That's like kind of what I mean when I say I'm afraid of getting too big. Like, which I don't. I mean, I don't know. That almost sounds like cocky. Like I don't think I'm gonna get. I don't know. I really don't know how big I would get. But I like it being at a certain level of like familiarity, where it's just like, you know, a decent group of people just hanging out, chilling on a stream. So, I mean, right now, it's in a pretty good place. Wow, that was a giant vacuum blast thing. I guess it was, like, full, but yeah. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't mod Splatoon. I definitely would not mod Splatoon, because I'd be way too afraid of, I mean, I know you can just do single-player stuff, but, like, I would only mod Splatoon if people made, like, custom single-player levels. Which I know has happened with Splatoon 2, but like, from what I've seen, they're not very good. Like, I don't know. It's impressive what people managed to do, but the actual like level design was like not great in most of the mods I saw. So it's like, I don't know. That's something I'd like watch in a YouTube video, but I don't know if I would actually bother to get that myself. If people start making really good mods for Splatoon, that might be a different story. Or like, I don't really care about like hacking like the fuzzy gear. I don't know. I can wait for gear, because I'm sure. I mean, we've gotten Octo and gear in the other games. We'll probably get it as like a side order thing, or just in Grisco or something eventually. I can wait. Does my mic sound good, by the way? I'm like, the mic was kind of... My pop filter was way too close to my mic in the video, and I had to... It's still a little bit bad in the video. I had tried to edit out some of the really bad, like, pops or whatever. I think I'm just chatting for now. I could open a pool. Sometimes I just like playing and chatting. It's fun playing with people, but... I don't know. I need to figure out... I feel like I should have like more of a... Oh, I don't know. I don't need like a system for it, I guess, but... Yeah, I'm just gonna play for now. I wish I could do that with Stamper in like actual games. Can I help you get 5-star Aerospray? I mean, you just have to play it. I can be in your game and win, I guess, but... I don't know how much I can do on that front. I think you just gotta play a lot of the game. Zipcaster is so cool. I love this special so much. Alright, I was gonna move the chat because it's... There we go. I think the delay thing is mostly fixed. It might still... I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, probably. Yeah, I'm glad people liked the videos though. I'm pretty proud of the one that came out today. I feel like, I don't know, I just liked my commentary and edits. I do want to make like different stuff. I don't know, because it's easy to just like farm like gameplay videos, but I feel like I can be a bit more creative than that. I mean, obviously I have the scripted thing coming up, which I keep talking about, and will be done eventually, I hope. I want to just sit down and work on it, but I don't know, maybe I can today. I literally have like 3 projects to work on this weekend. You don't know if you want to play it? I mean, I'm all about... I mean, you know this. I don't know. It's fun to get 5-star because it's like, you know, it feels like an achievement, and it's satisfying to see the number go up, but like, I'm generally intrinsically motivated. Like, I play a weapon because it's fun. So if you're playing a weapon just to 5-star and not because you enjoy playing it, I would say that is flawed reasoning, personally. The game is still going to be alive for several more years. You have all that time to 5-star a weapon. I feel like you should just play what you want to play. Like how everyone in the comments of the Splattershot video told me to play T-Tech, and I said, actually, I will play Stamper. Oh god. Oh god. I should not have lived, and okay, I did not live. The main thing I want is, I want a gold special badge. I really want gold, Trizuka, but I've like, I play Stamper probably more often than I play Splattershot now. I mean, I still play a lot of Splattershot, but, I got to a point where I was, like, on track to get the gold Zuka, and then I stopped playing Zuka weapons. I'm still, like, I forget, Dan, because it's spread across, like, you know, obviously the 2 Splattershots and then, like, Carbon. I think I'm still, like, 200-ish wins away. Which is kind of a lot. I'm most of the way there, but... Okay, I missed, but at least I got his crab away from the tower. Oh god. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to just solo a single weapon. Even as a... Well, I was gonna say even... I don't know who plays... I feel like comp players have, like, a weapon pool, and sometimes casual players will be like, oh, this is, like, my main. Like, this is my one thing I play, but then I feel like... I don't know, then some people just play everything. There are some weapons I just do not enjoy and will never enjoy. But I do like to have a few I can fall back on. Hello, rival. 3 special badges before the 1-year mark? I will probably not get that. Definitely not at this rate. I think the only silver I have is Trizuka, so yeah, definitely not. I'm surprised I don't have silver zipcaster, kind of. You're just watching my video? Oh, cool. Well, I'm happy you decided to stop by. Oh, that's death. I feel like what happened with sloshing? Because everyone was saying Sloshing Machine was super broken at the start of the game, and like it never stopped being broken. Is Splash just more broken because of Crab? Like, because they're still everywhere, but they're slightly less everywhere, and I'm not really sure why. We did not get that tower. Do. You made it to 98 star? At that point, I'd just keep grinding. I mean, if you're that close. You could do that in like one day. Oh, Sheen is the crab counter. Okay, so you run 2 crabs and then the thing that can kill crab, and then everyone does that. I see. That makes sense. Oh, it's on your old Switch, okay. You had you had 4,000 hours, jeez. I had 2,000 hours and I felt like that was a lot. I mean, it is, but... 4,000. I mean, at this rate, I already have, about 600 on this game. So I'll probably end up with more. I mean, that's, you know, that's over a fourth of my Splatoon 2 time and well under a fourth of the amount of years. So we'll probably end up with a very large number in this game. Although I do graduate in a year, and I'll like have to start like a real life maybe, so I'll either become a Splatoon YouTuber full time, which will probably not happen, and play like 10,000 hours of Splatoon, or I will get a real job and possibly have a lot less time for it. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's... Oh my god. I don't think I have... Okay, well, Minecraft... It's hard to track Minecraft time because I played across different computers and there's not like an overall thing. But there's no way I don't have at least 1,000 hours in Minecraft. Minecraft was like my entire life for a few years. So Minecraft, Splatoon 2, Splatoon 3 I will almost definitely have 1,000 hours. Besides that though, yeah, I don't know. Are you already at 1,000, Dan? I know Ressi is. No, is he? I forget. Under 55? I mean, yeah. It's weird, like, it doesn't feel... I feel like I've spent so much time in Breath of the Wild, and I only have, like, 400 hours in that. Well, actually, that's not entirely accurate, because I think I played on different Switch profiles, because I wanted to make a new account. But either way, it's, like, definitely not over, like, 600 hours. But I feel like I've played that game so long, and then Splatoon 1... Like, I thought I played a lot of Splatoon 1, but I went back after playing Splatoon 2, I only had, like, 200 hours on it. Like, that blows my mind, because I thought that was, like... I mean, it was my favorite Wii U game. But I was kind of still playing Minecraft when the Wii U was a thing, so that's... I guess that probably still took most of my time. That was kind of cool, even though I didn't kill that guy. I feel like I play so much better when I'm... I mean, it's probably just because I'm not trying to do commentary. Well, I don't... You would think commentary would help me focus on the match, because I'm, like, explaining what I'm doing. But I feel like whenever I'm, like, talking about something else... Well, sometimes I do worse. I don't know. Right now, I feel like I'm doing good at the stamper. Yeah. I mean, I'm a college student. I don't know. I'm able to make time for it. I don't know if I, like... It's a weird... I feel like I'm really busy, but I feel like other people are busier than me. I mean, I know it's just different majors are different, I guess. I just have lots of, like, projects for my, my college work. It's not really, like, studying for exams. So... I think I just end up... I mean, a lot of what it is just I procrastinate, I think. And then, like, right now I have a ton of things to do, because it's kind of piling up. But... Still able to stream, still able to get some videos out, which is nice. Oh, you're an art student, yeah. Yeah, I mean... I'm surprised how much I do always want to play Splatoon. I had a period, I feel like a few months in, where I was getting kind of burnt out, and then... I mean, I guess I just played some other games. Trying to think... I think I've played... I forget when I played Twilight Princess. I played Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. I've been playing a bunch of Zelda. I played Hi-Fi Rush. I've just been playing lots of other games intermittently. Which obviously is normal to play multiplayer and single-player games, but like I feel like those were... I've just played a lot of really good games in between Splatoon. That's like... It's just been very refreshing. And then I come back to Splatoon and I'm like... Just hyped to play it again. So it's... I'm somehow able to still keep up with it. Even though I don't like the update system. I don't like the seasons. It feels really slow. Am I gonna play the new Xenoblade DLC? I probably will. I probably won't stream it or anything. I did play Xenoblade, I liked it a lot. I didn't do, like, literally everything, though. It's a weird game. I really liked the characters and story, and, like, the world was really cool. And, like, I got enough into the gameplay, but, like, I still, like, I don't love Xenoblade combat. It does feel like it's just really unnecessarily overcomplicated. And then it's like, it's not even hard. I mean, that's the thing I was worried about. I'm like, oh no, Xenoblade has like 10 million different things you can do. It's probably going to be really overwhelming and difficult. But then like, because you have 10 million things to do, all of them just kind of work. And I feel like I didn't actually have to think that hard. I don't know. It was a weird... it might just be a Xenoblade 3 thing. I don't know if the other ones are harder, but... the combat just felt like there was a lot going on and I didn't really have to pay attention to it. Yeah, I don't really get bored of games too easily, honestly. Like, I can... I'm a completionist. I like to spend a lot of time in the games I play. It depends a little bit, obviously, but... I don't know. I mean, I grew up with Mario, which, you know, any Mario game as a childhood game, you're basically just going to end up replaying the levels over and over and over again. So, that's kind of how it is for me. I don't know. I literally, I mean, I booted up my Wii U to replay the Splatoon 1 single player just like the other day, just because I wanted to. So, that's just how I am with games. I don't know. I get very attached to certain games and then just play them forever. Which, you know, that makes sense for something like Minecraft, obviously, because it's always going to be different. And with any multiplayer game, I mean, it's, you know, it's always going to be a little bit different every time you play, which is nice. Am I hoping for more Splatana weapons? Like, yes, but also I'm probably still just going to keep playing Stamper. I honestly don't think they can beat the feel of this weapon. A Burst Bomb and Zipcaster is, like, the perfect thing for it. Obviously, I mean, they could do other Splatana main weapons, but I just don't... I don't know. I really, really like the way this one plays. I don't know how they could do it better. So I'm kind of indifferent, I guess, because I'm just satisfied with what we got. I don't think I would do Xenoblade content. I don't know. It's a fun game, but it's... I don't know how to, like, do commentary over it. Like, I don't want to... I don't feel like RPGs really work with my style of content on my channel. It'd just be like sitting there staring at the story and then being like, oh wow, that was cool. Like, I don't know how people do. I mean, I watch people play RPGs. Like, I think there's ways to do it well. I just don't know if it really works with like my personality. What is my dream stamper kit? Literally this. Literally this is the perfect stamper kit. This is like the one... Like, very rarely do Splatoon weapons just get exactly what they need, but I really think this is it. Like, I can't imagine it without the Burst Bomb. And Zipcaster's just awesome. Oh, okay. Sure, I'll take that. I don't like Fire Emblem. The only Fire Emblem I've played is Three Houses, but I just don't... I liked the story, and the characters, and the music was really good. I just don't really like the gameplay. I don't really like strategy games. And Engage looks... I have no interest in Engage. I think the story looks really horrible. And that was like the main reason I actually enjoyed Three Houses, so... Oh, okay, that was kind of really sick on accident. Oh, and then I died. Okay. I'm getting lots of just randomly really cool kills this game. I feel like I'm not even trying. Yeah, I've mixed feelings about... Like, I actually like the catalog, kind of. I don't know. I don't like that there's kind of like the FOMO stuff with it. I mean, for me, it's a thing of, like, I'm going to play enough Splatoon 3 that I will definitely get the catalog in time, so I'm not, like, worried about it. And I mean, I don't really care about most of the items. I think it's fun to unlock emotes. Nice. I just don't like that it's the 3-month thing. Because in Splatoon 2, at the start of the game, they literally just gave us a new weapon every single week. So it's like every Friday, a new weapon came out. So it's like, you know, you wait the whole week at school, and Friday it's like, oh, I can go home and play the new Splatoon weapon. It was just a cool, like, it was a very good cycle for the game. It just felt very fun to get on every weekend and play with friends. And I just liked that better. I just think, like, the way... I think it's just, like, the whole community was on the same pace that... I think that's part of it. It's like, now it's like, you know, some people are going to grind to level 100 in, like, a few days. And some people are going to take the entire 3 months to get there. So it's like, people just don't... You know, some people don't have all the weapons, some people don't have Sheldon licenses because they don't, like, play nearly as much. So it's like, it just feels like everyone's a lot more all over the place with progression, which, like, obviously it's going to be different anyway, but I just liked it better. I don't know. I mean, part of it is just my own bias of, like, the community just feels so big now. And I think, you know, part of that is just inherently, obviously, way more people are playing the game. But I do think there are things they could do... I don't know. There are things they could do to make the community a bit more cohesive. Like, I really don't actually like the DLC hub world thing. Like, because Splatfest is supposed to be a thing that, like, brings the entire community together. But now it's like, oh, but there's a part of Splatfest that costs money. And it's like, And it's like, obviously, there's not really any actual, like, content in Inkopolis. Like, it's just the Squid Sisters singing. But it's like, I like to be in a feeling of, like, everyone gets on the game and it's like, oh, we're all doing the same thing together now. And there's just that little bit, like, obviously the actual gameplay is the same, but I don't know. There's lots of little things they keep doing that kind of have more of a divide. Rip that guy. And I don't know. It's not a big deal, but it's... That was nice. Yeah, side order is absolutely the main thing I'm excited for. And that, I mean, that will, on that topic of the community, like, Octo expansion, I feel like, is the most, like... I mean, maybe I'm a little biased because I'm not, like, a comp player, but I just feel like everyone was hyped for it. Like, there's the one time, like, the whole community was, like... Because it wasn't the beginning of the game. I feel like it's, like, at the start of the game, all the hardcore fans are there, but it's like there's lots of other people who are going to get the game later on that aren't there yet. But Octo expansion was just, like, the perfect timing, where it's, like... You know, all the veterans have Splatoon 2, a lot of new people have Splatoon 2, and now there's this big, new, exciting thing coming to the game that everyone already has. And it was, like... And it was just awesome, because it was Octo expansion. So, I don't know, I feel like Octo expansion was, like, the peak of the Splatoon community. I mean, at least for me, like, I just feel like the content was really good on YouTube, the content in the game was really good, it was just a good time. And side order will hopefully bring us something like that. I know it won't be quite the same. Okay, that game sucked. Yeah. Yeah, you can get, like, emotes. It's just... I don't know. I just really hate, I don't like online shops in video games that, like... I don't mind the rotating gear, because there's the order system where you can order gear from people, and, like... If you want a specific thing, like, it's pretty easy to get it if you just find it. But, like... The catalog thing is a little bit different. Here's my Stamper build, Lucas. I don't know if this is, like... I think people normally actually run more quick respawn than this. I just wanted to try Haunt with it. But yeah, it's just a lot of quick respawn, stealth jump, Haunt, and then just my normal comeback, swim speed, utility stuff. Yeah, like, I wish more stuff was... You like my Inkling character? Thank you. I wish more stuff was, like, achievement-based, like Dan just said. Like... how, like, for Table Turf, the Card Shark emote, you only get that for getting, like, level 30. It's like, I wish other stuff was, like beating story mode now that I think about it, being story mode should totally give you an emote. That's weird that that doesn't, right? Like, you should be able to do, like, one of the, like, Alterna poses when you beat a level or whatever. You know? Or, like, yeah, a salmon run emote would make a lot of sense. Or, like... I wish they kind of spread out the rewards that are in the catalog into other aspects of the game, because that would actually give you reasons to engage with all the different game modes. And I mean, that would only go so far, obviously, like, unless they make it like, you know, Grisco emote 100 golden scales or something, but I don't know if that's the way to go, but I think it'd be cool to log some other stuff. Also, yeah, like food tickets. A lot of it is just like filler items. Oh. Dan, I feel like there's a lot of Salmon Run content that you can grind for, though. I know it's not an emote, but... what a Salmon Run emote would even be? Imagine it was like, they're like reeling in like a fishing pole. Like, I don't... I don't even know what that would look like, but I feel like they could do something with that. I don't know. I feel like they could get creative with it. I hope there's like a side order emote. That'd be cool. Fishing that W, yeah, like so it just could be called like reeling them in or something. I don't know. That feels like a thing they would do. I really wonder when we're gonna get side order though, because I don't know if it'll be like Octo expansion was basically a year after Splatoon 2 launch, but there was that thing. There was some ad in like a different language or whatever that had it listed as like 2024, and like I hope that's not. I hope it's not that far away. I know. I don't know. I mean, it probably is. I guess that was a real Nintendo thing. Oh my god, I don't even know what just happened. I don't know. I just want like. I don't mind the season thing. Well, I do. Okay, with the seasons, like it needs to be different. Like Kraken was really cool, but there has to continue to be like really cool things. Like I feel like they have to raise either increase the amount of content in the seasons or like make more interesting content. Because if it's just 10 weapons every 3 months, like that's. I just feel like that's not enough. I feel like at some point there needs to be like something else big that happens. Because we're waiting for 2024 for the first actual, like, major interesting update in the game. Like, just give us, like, a new ranked mode or something. Like, I know League might come out. I don't know. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, the summer... I'm hoping the next season is big, because it's summer, they might have League battles... hopefully they have good maps. It has the potential to be pretty awesome. But I don't know what they're planning. I do not know what they're cooking. That is the weird point, actually, that they... Like, why is it an expansion pass? If they're so far apart, that does feel a little weird. Summer S2 gave us X rank, 3 new maps, and Octo expansion. Yeah, that's true. It's one thing I'm hoping they'll put in Splatoon 3. I mean, I want Bluefin Depot back from Splatoon 1. I just want better maps in general. I want them to like rework every map in the game and make it better. But besides that, I don't know. I want N-Parry dualies, but there's just a different Splat dualie kit. I mean, Splat dualies are in the game already. I'm not even dissatisfied with the state of the game. Besides maps, maps are bad. I did not do that right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There aren't that many. I guess I don't really know what I want as far as weapons, because it's like. There are so many main weapons in the game. Like, I'm kind of okay with just new kits for the most part, but then things like Stamper come around, where I had no idea I would like this weapon as much as I did, and now it's like, you know, one of my favorite weapons in the history of Splatoon. So, it's hard to predict it, because I don't really know what I want in terms of weapons. I don't know what I want until I get it. Kind of the same thing with kits too a lot of the time. Like there's kits I wouldn't expect to be fun that I actually end up enjoying a lot. But yeah, the big disappointment for me with this game. Well, the two things that are disappointing are, I think the single player sucks. I think Return of the Mammalians is the worst Splatoon single player ever. And the maps are bad. I wish we had like Splatoon 1 or even 2 style of maps. I just wish they were bigger and had more flank routes. If they fix those things, this is the best Splatoon game. I mean, obviously they can't really fix Return of the Mammalians, but if we get side order and side order is good, then this game will have a good single player. So that will count. Oh yeah, oh shoot. I think I saw that video. That was like the animated one that had like Failboat and Char in it, right? That was cool. Yeah, I mean, it's fun to come up with, like, ideas for weapons. It's just hard to know how actually, like, fun they will be. Because weapons can sound fun and look cool, but until you actually use them, it's hard to say. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we would get a new weapon class at this point. Shoot. It feels like a lot of the weapons they can add at this point are things like kind of like what they described in that video that are mostly just like kind of in between versions of existing weapons with some extra gimmick. Because that's what they've been doing. Like, I mean, even in Splatoon 2, like, you know, Ballpoint and Nautilus are like, okay, this is like in between a midi and a heavy, but also it has this other thing. Like Ballpoint has the changing range, and Nautilus has the store charge, and like all the new weapons are kind of like, yeah, and then like, oh yeah, like Snipe Rider and Big Swig, but unfortunately those are both like kind of really bad. Hopefully when they design other new weapons, they actually make them good. But yeah, I feel like most of what we're going to see from this point on is just kind of like variations of weapons like those. Yeah, Snipe Rider looked cool. I mean, I don't know. I'm not much of a charger guy, so I wasn't too set on using it anyway, but it is unfortunate that it's kind of how it is. I mean, I think they can fix it. I don't know if they would give it a store charge. Like, that's what a lot of people say. I think it could use that. I just think that's kind of a drastic change. It's beyond what they normally do to weapons. Like, they've never changed a weapons kit, and they rarely, like, straight up give them new abilities like that. So, yeah, I mean, if it has a different kit, if it had, like, a bomb that it could actually combo its shots into, then maybe it could, like, actually be more functional. Because, I mean, a kit can make or break a weapon. Like, Carbon Roller is nothing without its Burst Bomb. You can use it, but, like, the Burst Bomb is what makes the weapon with Carbon Roller Deco. Like, that is the Carbon playstyle, is Burst Bomb Carbon Roller. So it's, oh my god. Kind of the same with Splatana Stamper, actually. Like, I just really think whatever kit they give this weapon will not beat the vanilla kit. I do not think there is a better Stamper kit than Burst Bomb Zipcaster. I mean, Zipcaster could probably be substituted, but not the Burst Bomb. They did do that for YouTuber. That was fairly major, but it could still, I mean, the whole gimmick was still store charging, though. Like, I just feel like with Snipe Rider, if you give it a store charge, that might change its gimmick. I mean, that pretty drastically changes its playstyle, which probably changes it in a better way that would make it more viable. I just don't know if Nintendo would do it. Whether or not they should is a different question. I just think they do not make very major changes once they have something in the game. That was kind of cool. Yeah, well, the Big Swig buff is like, it does really insane object damage now. So like it can destroy a crab if it's next to it, or like a big bubbler or whatever. But the problem is getting next to it without dying. So it's still I still don't know how practical it is, but it can paint and it can break things. So if you manage to survive long enough to do that, it might have some kind of niche. I just don't think it's that fun. I don't know. I don't really want to play a roller. I was gonna say I don't want to play a roller that does like so little damage, but I don't know. I just kind of don't want to play a roller period that isn't Carbon Roller Deco. It's kind of the same thing with Stamper for me. It's like it just has the perfect kit, so I don't know why I would use any other version. Oh, they have a DC. Okay, well. I want to say they increased the damage of Gootuber, but I think you could... I'm not sure if you could partial charge. I actually don't know that for sure. I'm not exactly up with the Gootuber patch history of all weapons. That guy's a 5-star Stamper. I think it was added, yeah. I still miss Splatoon 1 E-Liter, dude. I know E-Liter is literally good in this game, but like... I don't know. Because I have the perspective of chargers as a non-charger player. And I liked playing against chargers in Splatoon 1. And they were really, like, broken. But I thought it was fun, because like with the map design made it so that you could like... The maps were big enough that you could actually get around them, and you had like lots of cover, and you could like do things. I liked E-Liter being this like insane long-reaching force. I think it should get burst bomb too. I want E-Liter to be good. I like E-Liter being like the charger. I don't like all the chargers. Well, and because then everything else just gets gimped, because it's like, oh, well, if we lower E-Liter's range, then we have to lower everything else's range. Because in Splatoon 1, you could actually snipe with Squiffer. You don't have to be close with, I mean, you had to be closer than with an E-Liter or a Splat Charger, but you could actually reach people with Squiffer, and I really miss Squiffer range. So, I don't know. I mean, there's elements of Splatoon 1 we are just never going to get back. And I know I just have to accept that at some point, but... I don't know. No, I hate bamboo. I don't want to play a charger that two shots. That's also why I'll never play Snipe Rider. Squiffer is really the only charger I like, and even then I barely play it. If I'm going to pick a charger, I'm going to pick Squiffer, but I'm probably not going to pick a charger. It probably is better. I don't really... I don't know. I'm just talking about fun value right now. Not the Undertale thing. The amount of fun you have while using the weapon. I died to the thing. I don't know what's good in this game as far as charger. I mean, I think it's just... Oh my god. Well, ZNF is good, I guess, because it has the good kit. ZNF and E-Liter, I guess, are the main ones. Bamboo does not have longer range than Squiffer. That is not true. Whoa. Oh my god. What? No. Squiffer definitely outranges Bamboo. There's no way that's true. I'm testing this after this game. There's literally no way. Did they nerf Squiffer that hard? In Splatoon 1 it had longer range, sir, right? I definitely have gone my entire life thinking Squiffer had more range. So I do not believe that for a second. I will have to check myself. I think it at least didn't in Splatoon 1. I feel like you guys are gaslighting me. I literally don't believe you. I'm gonna check. Oh my god. I still think Squiffer is better regardless, but shoot. Well, okay, they squid bagged. Yeah, I never see bamboos in Splatoon 3. They were around in Splatoon 2 because they had damage up with MPU. They kind of do not exist in this game. Aw. Oh, I done to that guy? Okay. And Capiti says Squiffer is 75. Okay, wow. Hello, Uzi Dorman. Squiffer with zipcaster would be very funny. I think they should definitely do that. Zipcaster bamboo actually sounds kind of fun too. I feel like we've been winning this game the entire time, but we just can't push it past 30. Okay. Cool. Yeah, when does the season... New season is June, right? Yeah, I mean, if you watch my most recent video, you know I have many bad zipcasters, but sometimes you get a cool zipcaster, and then you feel like you're the best person ever at the game, and it's awesome. So there is not a zipcaster E-liter. That would, I don't really think that would work, because E-liter takes too long to charge. It would take like half of the zipcaster's timer. Oh, that was you, Saber. Okay, yeah, I saw you squid bag me. Yes. GG's. Okay, why is bamboo here? When did I play bamboo? Wait, what? Okay. I mean, I already know from seeing that it's longer. My whole life has been a lie. I literally never... When did bamboo have this kind of range? I think I've just been playing bamboo wrong the whole time. Like, I did not know it could shoot that far. Wait, do the taps go that far? Oh my god. Okay, bamboo is just a way better weapon than I thought it was. I literally did not know it shot that far. Okay. How do I leave here? Oh, it's minus. How do you not? I mean, I don't play bamboo. I don't like. Should I play bamboo now? No, I don't know if I want to do that. This is a timer energy. Oh, I mean that's different because that's a map. Everyone plays the same maps. Not everyone plays the same weapons. Yeah, well, I knew tap shots go as far as the charge. I just didn't know the charge was that long. So that's why I asked that. If that's what you mean, Dan. I knew the tap shots went as far. I just didn't know that as far was that far. Okay, what do you run with bamboo? Should I just run quick respawn? Because I know I'm gonna die a lot. Dan, what do I run on this weapon? You probably know better than a lot of people. This is killer whale? Bruh. That's not gonna do anything for me. I'm gonna wait for Dan to say, because I literally don't know. Ninja squid? That's not, like, probably normal. No, not thermal ink. Run speed and a tiny bit of special charge. Okay, let's do like this. And... I don't have, like, run speed anything. Swim speed might be good, too. Okay, maybe... Let's do, like, this. I don't know. I feel like I should use run speed. Haunt might be... Okay, let's... God, this outfit. Okay, we got the Uggs, the schoolgirl, and the hero mindset. This is something. I don't know. This is not good. That's right. I switched the weapon because I did the thing. Alright, this is atrocious build, but we'll give it a go. Okay. I really need to learn this range because I did not know it had it. Okay. Is it worth it to go for just like the... Because you can just charge and tap. Should I be doing the charge and tap, or should I like charge and aim again? I don't know. Oh, see you, Dorman. Thanks for being here. She kind of cute. I mean, the Uggs kind of work with it. I don't know about the hero mindset. Yeah, I don't really feel like I need L to E for auto bombs. 2 partials. I feel like a partial with this basically is a tap because it charges so fast. Like, oh, I did 66.6. Okay. 1 charger you're not sure on. Half charge. Okay. Oh, did I just queue up with Saber again? Are you like stream sniping? I don't know if you did that on purpose, but hello. I don't know if that's you. I mean, probably. It's a person named Saber. I didn't really look at what you looked like in the other games. Oh, okay, you are hitting me again. There you go. Bamboo arc later. Yeah, I don't know if this will be an arc. This may just be a short one-off episode. Okay, I'm yet to get a single kill. Let's see. I have no idea how to position as a charger, by the way, if that isn't obvious. Please don't shoot the Zook up here. Okay, thank you. Okay, I got one. Okay. That guy was just weak, I think. Oh, yep. 5-star journey on bamboo. I don't, okay, well, so, by the way, the thing I was thinking, oh, man. Okay. Okay. Wait, I'm actually doing decent with this now. Hold on. Never mind. I mean, we're close to winning the game, so that's fine. Okay, never mind. We're not winning the game. Unless we are. Never mind. This is making you want to play Bamboo? I'm not sure why this gameplay would be inspiring you to choose this. I mean, I guess it was going well for a second there. Oh, okay, that was clean. That was clean. All right, all right. And I missed like 7 times. Oh, ooh, okay, I almost held forward a little too long. I'm not used to auto bomb. I don't know what to do with auto bombs. Okay, I got that. Nice, GG Saber. Whoa. Bye. Nope, that was... I don't know why I tried to jump out. I just got scared. I'm like, there's no way I'm not dying here, so... Or like a Splatter Shot Pro. I kind of see what you mean. That might... Yeah. Okay. Oh, man. I haven't even gotten a single killer whale because I keep dying. Really? Okay. I thought I was behind the wall enough that the Zuka would not hit me there. Wow. It feels weird without damage up. Yeah, I don't really know what it felt like with damage up, but oh man. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, I'd much rather play in a game that does not have damage up, so. If Bamboo has to suffer, I think that's a price I'm willing to pay. Cool. Should've just tapped there. Where'd he go? I thought I was dropping on a roller. Where'd he go? Okay. I actually just lost him. There he is. Bye. Bye. Please. Okay. Right. I don't have... I'm not used to having a sub of QSJ, so I can jump out faster. I do not have that on right now. Nice. Not nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, the whole Bamboo being able to one-shot with damage up is just not... it just totally breaks the design of the weapon. It doesn't make any sense. So I'm definitely glad it's not in the game. Okay, well, we won. That actually didn't go like that bad. I mean, I died a lot, but I got some kills. Whoever said play it like a Splattershot Pro. Yeah, Mellow. Is that Mellow? I forget, because your name is different on here. Yes, that kind of helped, actually. Okay, I might go with it a little longer. Also, I was watching this one guy play a lot of Squiffer, and it made me want to play Squiffer. You know what? I went positive. No specials. But I went positive. Bamboo arc is real. I don't, like, totally hate it. I don't know. I mean, everything just feels better in this game than it did in Splatoon 2 because of the... Because the motion in Splatoon 2, they like messed up the motion. And it's like, it's still better in Splatoon 1 than it is in this game, but sniping... The very little sniping I've done in this game feels so much better than Splatoon 2. Just because the aiming is literally better. So... Going Bamboo to get Angle Shooter? That actually would work. That is the one weapon where I actually feel like Angle Shooter would make sense. Yeah, I might try Squiffer after this. Just the charger stream. I play with this guy, Fling King, a lot. I feel like I run into him all the time. I mean, I kind of like angle shooter on... not Tri-Slosher, on Slosher Deco. But not as much as I would probably like it on Bamboo. Okay, they have Umbrella. Oh my god. Ah, that was almost cool. Yeah, it would allow for confirms, and also, like, if you actually use it to track people, I mean, that would be helpful for Bamboo, too. That's kind of secondary to the damage thing, but it does feel like it actually would make sense for the weapon. There we go, there we go. Nice. Okay, that was kind of cool. I need to remember to tap. I'm always trying to, like... I'm charging for too long. Yeah, that was not gonna happen. My 3 hero sub-save about to finally have its main weapon. Oh, hey, Callie. Yeah, we're just, I was bewildered to find out that Bamboo has more range than Squiffer, because I thought Squiffer had more range the entire time. The entire, like, 7.5 years I played Splatoon, I thought that was the case. So I'm trying out Bamboo now. And it is going okay. It is not good, because I'm not good with this, but better than I thought it would be going. Half my kills are Stamper when I do... Yeah, no, that's... So much of Stamper is just, like, charge slashing in the general direction of where you think a guy is, and then sometimes it works. Okay, I wanna... Wait, can I do the thing? Wait, that's not how you do it. I don't know. There's a thing you can do with Bamboo. That was not the right angle or scenario to do that in, but you can... If you, like, go up a slope or up a wall while you're using Killer Whale, you can make them all spawn at the same level, so they just, like, cover the entire floor. I don't know if that's... There could... If I did it, like, there, and the enemy was, like, here, then I could maybe kind of do that on this map. But it's not exactly the ideal scenario. Yeah, I also recently learned that too, that Stamper outranges literally every shooter in the game. I mean, I play Stamper, so I don't mind that so much, but it is weird. Oh, you need to not target anyone, right, right. Yeah, so it's going down, so that's not really a situation where I can do it here, but... I guess I could just use it normally. Nice. Cool. This actually is going okay. I want to try Squiffer now though, because I don't know. I like being able to one-shot. I don't like the... Like, I almost like Bamboo, but it's a little awkward. I think I would like Squiffer more. I mean, historically, I have liked Squiffer more. I will say it's going better than I thought. Yeah, Skid. Like, it's... I thought I would just instantly die with this. Okay, 6 and 5 is not fantastic, but it is positive, so... We will take those. Impromptu bamboo outfit. I mean, I might keep using it, right? I mean, I don't know what you run with Squiffer, but it kind of. I mean, the blue. I like the blue with this. This matches Squiffer. I'm just gonna roll with this. I don't have a real charger build anyway. Okay, so you can't partial with this, right? It's with the fur. Hold on, how do they get the fur? Because this is Squidworld. Huh. I never looked at the. Oh, they got the drippy logos on the back. That's kind of these shoes are actually cool. I've never really looked at them that close. Oh, hey, Smack. I'm on my charger arc today or something. Invest more into movement? Yeah. Could probably use more swim. Wait, I don't have any swim, do I? I'm not sure. Yeah, I need more swim speed. Nope. gotta practice flicks. Definitely gonna land some flicks in this game. I'm not gonna land any flicks in this game. Oh, okay. This map, this is a good Squiffer map, right? Maybe? I don't know. Actually, can I reach the other side? Just aim lol? Yeah, probably. Oh, God. Why do we have to fight like the most meta team? Okay, well. 2 carbons versus their sloshings. I'm not, I don't know about this one. Nope. Nope. Forgot I had point sensor. I'm like, we'll throw an autobomb and run away. That's not what I had. Okay, this, I mean, we're pushing. I guess. Oh my god. Why are you there? Why are you there? Why are you a crab? How'd that... Okay. Okay. I don't know what just happened, but he's dead. Now the sea creatures are making ocean pollution. They become the villain. I mean... The characters living long enough to become the villain is pretty much exactly the story of Splatoon, to be fair. They became the dominant species of the planet just to go on to pollute cities and wage war and cause all these other problems, so that fits right in, I guess. Maybe it's like the Animal Crossing thing where they like go out of their way to be like, you know, pleather or like faux fur, like everything is fake because otherwise that would mean they're, you know, skinning the animals that you talk to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nope. History does repeat itself. I want them to lean more into that with the story, because I mean that's... Octo expansion kind of had, you know... I feel like there's like a point they still haven't made. Like Octo expansion had a really interesting story, but it like... I like the open-endedness of it, but it also feels like there's like going to be more confrontation with the whole, you know, repeating the mistakes of humanity thing. I hope they lean into that, because I think that'd be cool. Well, Inkling, yeah. Well, because, I mean, it's different. Splatoon is different than Animal Crossing. I just meant in terms of the fur thing. Splatoon characters do not care about eating each other. That's a whole different story. Trying to get 4 stars on Arrow Spray. I mean, Arrow Spray is a weapon that paints really well but doesn't kill super well. So, I don't know. I mean, I think you just kind of farm special with it, right? Like, you just kind of paint, play supportively, don't always try and rush in and kill people, because you're not going to be as good at that as other weapons. So just try and paint for teammates and play objective. I think that's good advice. Maybe. Man, I cannot aim. Oh my god. .2 runs speed splash. The guy's active builder. Oh, that's like a Hot Topic gear build. I didn't mean Hot Topic like the store. I meant like a actual conversation topic. Oh my god. I got one. I got one kill, guys. We're gonna have Salmonids as the superior. Okay, so the art book has this really interesting line. Like, there's in Splatoon 1, there's like the comic, about like humanity dying and the squids taking over or whatever. But then like the last line of it is like, you know, like, but as we know, no species can rule the planet forever. ... And I could never tell if that's supposed to be talking about like the Octarians taking over, or if they're like, I mean, it was literally before Splatoon 1 came out, so I don't think they actually had any story thing in mind with that. But I don't know, it feels weirdly ominous to me. Splash is not a lightweight. I believe it's a middleweight. I could see it though. I mean, just being a little bit faster. The movement is already so good on it, just having a little bit more maneuverability might be good. Hello, Nate. I'm trying to learn how to play Squiffer, I guess. How bad did that game go? It felt really bad. 6 and 9. Yeah, it was really bad, but it's fine. Oh no, I'm still stuck with the 2 carbons. Okay, I don't know how well this is gonna go. I think they're a pair. I think they're, because I'm playing in open right now. I mean, you'd think I'd be decent with chargers after so long of playing the game, but I mean, I played the game for a long time, but I haven't really played chargers for a long time, so I guess I haven't exactly been practicing them, but yeah, I don't know. High-level comp is dropping Ninja Squid? Is Splash light? I thought NZAP was like one of the only lightweight shooters. Or like the only. Unless I'm remembering that wrong. I thought Splash was middleweight. I might be wrong, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, that Ninja Squid nerf seems pretty... Like, that was a while ago, but it... I mean... I'd imagine at least at competitive play that would be pretty significant. I still use it in solo queue, and I probably will continue to use it, but... It was pretty interesting. Oh, man. It is middleweight, okay. I mean, it would make sense if it was lightweight. Like, I don't blame you. Definitely based off the visual design of it, it looks like it would be. Sloshy machine derogatory, yeah. I agree. They're not very fun to play against, especially when you're using a slow weapon. Oh no. Oh, really? Okay, I'm stupid for that. I should have backed up, but... Yeah, the way system was weird. It feels very, like, arbitrary. Or it's not even arbitrary, it's just like... There's so few weapons that are light or heavy. Like, just the vast majority of things are middle. It's weird. Oh god. I don't think I'm gonna play with viewers today. I'm just kind of chilling and talking. I should have popped a bubble. I don't know why I didn't pop the bubble. Wait, is Sniper Raider not a heavyweight? I thought all chargers were. Or not all chargers. I thought it would be. I don't know. I thought I don't know. I just thought it was heavy. Is Splat Charger an E-liter? Is Splat Charger even? Or is it only E-liter that's heavy? I guess I don't know. I thought it was Splat Charger too. Only 4K? Okay, that's so weird. That makes no sense. I know I need to like hide my laser or whatever, but I just can't even aim at them in the first place, so. This really doesn't have any range. It really doesn't. I don't know what... Maybe I just was... I don't know. I miss Splatoon 1 Squiffer, dude. They should make goo light? Yeah, probably. Because then it could actually take more advantage of the whole store charge swimming gimmick. Where is this blaster? Okay. It's just blaster and sloshing coming around the corner. I had no idea where they were. I mean, I know. It's more aggressive. I just want more range right now because I want to be able to kill people. Oh, come on! I finally kill a guy in its blaster trade. According to Wikipedia, it's lightweight? Okay, I don't... There's a lot of conflicting information. I mean, I was doing better with Bamboo than I am with Squiffer. Somehow. I did not expect that. Okay. I'm not using Squiffer anymore. It's not happening. You win one more, it's 5-0. Oh, well, good luck. How'd I miss that? We're not doing Squiffer. We're not, it's just not, it's not. I can't use this weapon. I don't know why. In 2, Splash was lightweight, but in 3, it's middle. Okay, interesting. So Splash actually got nerfed at the start of this game. And it's still the best weapon. Oh my god. Just end it. I don't even care, dude. Just please. Okay, thank you. I'm going to get a drink of water. There's a Squiffer YouTuber I watch, and I'm like, wow, the weapon looks so fun. There's so much cool movement. I went 2 and 10. Oh my god. It's, yeah. Please get better with zipcaster. Okay, I was doing like especially bad with zipcaster in that video, which is why I made it into like, you know, the joke. But I do have good zipcasters sometimes, I swear. I'm just gonna use a weapon I like. We've been playing lots of I'm just gonna play some Forge so I can feel good about myself for a second. Hopefully that's not jinxing it, but this is a very good tower control weapon, and it is a weapon I'm comfortable with, so. Use the nozzle nose? That would not make me feel good about myself. I don't like nozzle noses. I don't really like Nova. I thought I would like Nova. Well, because everyone was like, oh, it's gonna be like the dual squelcher from Splatoon 1, but then it takes one more shot to kill, and it's like, the accuracy is really bad. I don't know. I was hoping it would feel, oh my god, why are there 3 Forges? I said I was gonna play Forge, I didn't think everyone would. Oh my god. Okay, well... I mean, we have 3 suction bombs and 3 booyah bombs in tower control. I guess that's not a horrible thing. Nova is so awesome. I mean, it's like, it's funny. You can spam point sensors and get assists, but it's... I'm just gonna throw us at that guy in particular because we have enough Booyah Bombs that we probably have enough to go around. My team could get some of theirs, that would be nice. I'm dead. Gonna start cooking. If you use L3, I'll use L3. How about neither of us use L3? How about you use a weapon I like? How about that? I don't know. I don't think I could be convinced to play Nozzle Nose right now. Gambit is necessary for Nova to be good? Oh, that was a stupid death. Like, unironically? I mean, I could see that being a thing. Does it extends opening Gambit when you get an assist, right? That's probably why. Like a kill or an assist. Oh my god. Oh, I did not think he would pursue me. Yes, okay. Gamut Thermal Object Shredder Nova. I do not like the sound of that. I also don't like the way this game is going. I was reading chat for too long. Does it actually benefit from thermal? The rest I can understand. Oh, come on. Thermal ink is... I don't know how you can convince me thermal ink is worth it. You meant Gambit? Oh, you just mean the 3 abilities of Gambit. I see. I thought you were talking about the Goofy Dan build. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Maybe Forge isn't the play. I know that was a dumb game anyway because we had 3 Forges, but I don't... Not sure I'm feeling this right now. And spewing PS. Yeah, I don't know. Thermal ink. Especially, like, if Haunt exists, just never use Thermal ink. Why wouldn't you just use Haunt on it? No, I'm not blaming you guys. I'm gonna play 96, because I want to. Oh, 2 snipers, rip. Oh. I did not even realize it was close to rotation. Do 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 do. Oh, Splatoon's Thunder Heights. Okay, okay. I'm cool with this. What do I use for this? Kind of want to play Carbon. Oh, so I'm putting my song back on. Does shooter bias exist? I basically just agree with ProChar's video on it. Like, yeah, it's kind of a thing, but I don't care because we can't change it and it doesn't really matter. So, I don't know. Play with viewers next stream? Maybe, yeah. Why is everyone like, that's not, I love this song so much. I literally, when they first posted it, I found a 30-minute extended version and listened to it for like 4 hours. Like, I'm... I really, really like it. Oh yeah, and yeah. Kraken 96 got, they got the nerf of it costs more points for special to get Kraken, and Crack on Roller just isn't that good because Roller with Beacon is like not really the best kit. And so I mean, once it's on more things, I'm sure we'll see more Kraken again. But yeah, I just kind of fell off because the weapons it's on aren't really good right now. It's overrated. I mean, I love Squid Sisters. Oh my god. Between Squid Sisters and Off the Hook, it's hard to say which is my favorite like character, but I definitely prefer Squid Sisters' music. And Tomorrow's Nostalgia in particular is literally just like the kind of music I like to listen to, basically. So it is just good. It is a very good song. I kind of like it better as like a lobby song than as a Inkopolis Plaza song, honestly. Because, okay, one thing, I don't know if this is like a weird take, but I really don't like in Splatoon 3 with the Splatfest performances, they made it like it's like spatial audio. Like they try to make it sound more immersive, so they actually make the sound like come from where the idols are standing in the game. So like if you move far away from them, like you hear like reverb and like the sound is like distorted. And I don't like that. Like I get that it's more immersive, but in the past two games it was just like you just heard the song as background music while you were in the plaza, and like I just liked being able to hear the song more clearly. I don't know. I don't really like that they do that. So I actually like Tomorrow's Nostalgia as a, even in the lobby there's a bit of reverb, but it's like it's different and it doesn't change like depending on where you're standing. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean maybe if it was like a setting, I just like I get it because it's more immersive. I just think it's annoying. I would rather just sit and listen to the music. I didn't feel like it was like not immersive before. Like I don't know. It's a concert. Like it makes sense that it's like super loud. Yeah, or if it's like in the lobby, if you stand in the battle pot, then you actually just hear the song without any effects on it. So like if there was some place in the plaza, or maybe even if like, you know, like when you zoom in on the idols, how it like does like the extra zoom in, like maybe then you could just like hear the song normally. I don't know. I wish there was some way to just listen to it clearly in game. I don't really like that it's... I just don't like how echoey it is. Did not kill that guy. Oh my god. Really? Okay. I cannot find... Don't... He stood still. I missed Nate's message. Give Kraken an undercover umbrella, it's a good painting weapon. Yeah. I just... Undercover is... I just died to an undercover, so I can't really... I can't really make fun of it now. I do not like undercover. Personally. So I don't really care what it gets, because I'm probably not using it anyway. Splat Bomb Kraken would be good, though. I mean, that'd be good on anything. Oh, god. Please take zone. Please take zone. That's a bomb. Wait, I died to the under... Did I not die to the Splat Bomb? Does undercover... No, undercover doesn't have Splat Bomb. That would be actually good. Oh my god. Run away. Oh, I got that. Okay. I died to the mine. See, yeah, that basically just proved your point, yeah. I was fighting undercover and all of a sudden a Splat Bomb appeared. There is synergy, it just doesn't actually exist on the weapon. That was... okay, I don't know what I was trying to do there. I forgot that I had a charger, honestly. I've like barely interacted with that guy. Why are you vacuuming here? Oh, I just hope you're not gonna come before you got it out. mean, I think all Brellas kind of just suck right now in solo queue, unfortunately. I don't know. I don't use Brellas, so I can't really have much of a say. I actually have some trouble fighting undercover. Like, at least with Carpet Roller, clearly. I don't know. I feel like destroying the shield should be easier than it is. I'm not saying it needs a nerf. I just, when I'm playing it, I'm surprised sometimes at how hard it is to break it. Which, I don't know. I think that's just a skill issue on my end, but... Yeah, I struggle against undercover in solo queue. Everything but Splash is terrible. Splash sweep. I mean, I don't know. Rank about for S plus 20, dang. I've never even grinded that high. I think my highest is like S plus 15. Yeah, it's... I mean, the netcode... There are things they can do besides the netcode, though. Like, they got a damage nerf in Splatoon 2 that they, like, really didn't need. So if they give them damage back, I mean, that would do something. Tense Umbrella is literally just, like, broken and glitchy. I don't know if it's still as bad as it was, but, like, you know, at the start of the game, your shield would literally, like, teleport 10 feet to the right and then through the floor. I really don't know how they messed that up that bad. But, yeah, rip tent players, bro, in this game. They've had it rough. Do you like Splash? Not really. I don't know. It's not my favorite shooter. Like, if I'm gonna play something like Splash, I'm probably just going to play Splattershot or 52 gal. And I don't love using Crab Tank. Like, I know it's really good. I just don't think it's all that fun. Sometimes it's fun. It's not my least favorite, but... Tent loses to everything in meta and is buggy, yeah. At least with Tent you can one-shot. Yeah. Yeah, undercover damage is just actually sad. I really don't know. I don't know. It's just a weird... They don't want it to be broken. Like, I get, like, if undercover was too strong, that would, like, ruin the game, because it would be a shield weapon that's too good. The whole team was aimed at that guy, and he still got me? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I understand their hesitance, their hesitation. I don't know what word I'm trying to say. I understand why they wouldn't want to, like, super buff Brellas. Oh my god, that was an accident. Because if Brellas became good, that would be unhealthy for the game. Or if they became too good. So, like, there's a fine line there. I think it could be... If a shield weapon is overpowered, then the game becomes Overwatch and it sucks. So... They have to be careful. But they could be a little less careful, probably. They could probably give it literally anything. Oh, we won. Cool. Do 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 do. Are you saying shield weapons suck or Overwatch sucks? I'm saying when shields are good, they dominate the entire game and they are not fun to play against. I'm kind of joking with Overwatch. I've not really played Overwatch either. I just know that people hate the shield characters. So, mostly just memeing. Overwatch looks cool. I have nothing against Overwatch. Besides some of the devs being like sex offenders, I guess that's kind of not great. But, yeah, the game itself, I don't know. The characters are cool. I mean, I like the look of the game. But it's just... I've just never really been able to get into an FPS. Like, Splatoon being third person... Splatoon is like half platformer. So, like... that's why I like it. Like, the movement is what makes Splatoon great to me. If it was just aiming and, like, walking on the floor... I mean, that's why the bad maps, like, are so much of a problem for me. Because it's like... Splatoon on bad maps is not fun. Splatoon with good maps is, like, the best game ever. It's you know, It makes or breaks the game. So the movement and the third-person perspective are a big deal. First-person games, I don't know. I just can't get into them the same way. What do you think of Tears of the Kingdom? I mean, it's not out yet, but the trailers make it look very good. I'm very, very excited for it. I literally 100%ed Breath of the Wild. I have to bring this up every once in a while to flex it. I'm one of the insane people that got all the Korok seeds, so yes, I'm very excited for new Zelda. I very much, I'm very ready for the game, and we'll definitely be playing a lot of it. It was a weird hammer. I don't know what he was trying to do. Yeah, like Mincemeat. Mincemeat is not a fun map, and makes the game literally not fun, because you can't do any of the cool Splatoon things. But team play, yeah. I think that's kind of the problem for me, actually, is like it relies so much on team play that I feel like it'd be hard to just enjoy casually. Like, sometimes I like to be sweaty in Splatoon and like do call-outs and like be like, oh yeah, like, you know, like actually make a real team comp and coordinate with other people, and like it's fun to like try hard sometimes, but like most of the time I'm kind of just here to squid around and shoot people, and I don't really take it that seriously, and I don't know if I could really do that in Overwatch. I'm really curious what they're going to do with Korok seeds. Oh, I got the inkjet. Okay, I died that guy, but also, that was still cool. The thing with Korok seeds is they're a really good way to fill out the entire map with like something to do. And they're like, you know, they're not that hard to develop. There's only like 10 variations of Korok puzzles that they just sort of spam across the whole map. I think they kind of need something like that. So I mean, I really hope it's not Koroks again, because I don't want to have to do something like that again necessarily, but I don't know. I'm really interested just in general how they're going to redo progression in the same overworld. Because, I mean, obviously we have the Sky Islands, but, like, you know, in the gameplay footage, they showed Link had, like, 4 hearts and a basic stamina wheel. So, this, you know, we are starting from ground zero. Like, there will probably be some lore reason, like, oh, Ganondorf sucked all the power out of Link, and now you have to go and become strong again, or whatever. But yeah, why did I choose to do that? I don't know what in particular you mean, but I'm not playing great right now. I'm mostly just talking. Oh, sorry, you're talking about the Korok thing. Yes, I don't know why I chose to do that. I just liked the game, I guess. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Callie, I think a lot of streams descend... I mean, I like answering random questions. I don't know. I'm having fun. I hope you guys are too. But yeah, it's... Just, I'm here to just talk and play Splatoon. That's what I'm down to do. So yeah, I'm cool with it. Korok's are fun when you... Yeah, I mean, I think they're definitely designed for you to, like, not get them all. Like, it's just supposed to be a thing that's like, oh, along the way to the next objective, there are lots of things here that you can get. And there was a good and bad, like, I don't know. Hunting them all down was... In some ways, like, it was definitely tedious. Like, I'm not going to pretend like it wasn't, but, like, I had fun. Like, I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't having fun. So I didn't entirely mind it. I mean, it is just cool to have a giant, you know, open world game collectathon. Opinion on Ganondorf's design is really cool. I know people are saying he's very hot. I'm not attracted to men, but I can see that. I just think he's cool. I think the hair is cool. The katana is really cool. So I like it. I just hope his writing is good. Because Breath of the Wild's story was kind of like... It wasn't bad. I don't know. People get mad. There's people who complain about the story, and then there's people who get mad when people complain about the story. But I liked Zelda's story in the memories, and like I thought it was cool, but like I just wish there was more that actually happened in real time, and it looks like Tears of the Kingdom is giving us that. I definitely think there will be lots of like really cool set pieces and moments, but I do hope the overall story and Ganon's writing is good. Among Us was fun for when it happened. I did play Among Us. I don't really have strong feelings on it. I've not played it for a long time. Reggie did actually say Link is hot. That is a real quote. You can probably just look up Reggie Link is hot and find the clip. It was like some news interview where they were talking about Zelda. What's your opinion on the thing I ask every streamer? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. These questions haven't been too generic. I know I watched some Splatoon streamers and people just go in and ask like, hey, what's your favorite map? What's your favorite weapon? What's your favorite song? And it's like, it does get kind of annoying, but like, I don't know. I've not felt like the questions have been of that caliber. I feel like they've been better, so I'm cool with this. Hello, Alexander. Do you think the theory of ending the reincarnation cycle is possible? I don't really know. I'm not like huge into Zelda lore. I know people think it's like a time loop maybe, where it's like this game will go back to Skyward Sword. I don't know if they would do that, just because like I think it'd be weird to like have it end, kind of like I don't know. I mean they did have a definitive starting point for the series with Skyward Sword, so I mean I guess they could have a definitive ending point, and then it's just all the other games take place at some point on that timeline. But I think in a weird way that's like, you know, it almost feels like it's spoiling the ending. Like, I feel like for an ongoing series, it would be weird to just have like a yeah, we'll make more stories, but like this is the end of the story. Like, I just feel like that'd be kind of weird. Hey, Mr. Streamer, what are the 3 numbers on the back of your credit card? Don't know if I'll be answering that one. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think some people are taking it too far, and they're like, "Oh, Ganon's gonna be like a hero and like fight Demise with us." Like, I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure he's definitely the villain, but I hope, because like Wind Waker Ganon is commonly, at least in a lot of the discourse I have seen, people tend to think he's the best written Ganon. And from what I've seen, I probably agree. Because he's actually, like, you know, he has a legitimate goal. He's, like, Hyrule was covered in the ocean by the gods just to end Ganon's rule. And he's just trying to, like, save Hyrule. Like, he wants to rule over it, but he's trying to bring back the kingdom that the gods basically killed. And then, you know, the counter to that is, like, no, we just need to, like, you know, let go of this kingdom and move on to like the new world. Like it's cool. I don't know. I'm probably not explaining it super well because it's not. It's a story I've experienced one time like 3 months ago. But yeah, Ganon was really interesting in that game, and you actually had a reason to like consider why his side might be valid. Versus, I mean, in Breath of the Wild. In Breath of the Wild, it's cool because he's just like a force of nature. It's not really even evil, it's just like he's just a destructive like force on the world, and they have to like deal with that. Which I definitely think is less interesting than him being a good villain. But then you have things like, I mean, I love Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess is my favorite Zelda game besides Breath of the Wild. It's hard to say which one I like more because I feel like they're not really even comparable. But as much as I like Twilight Princess, I mean, Ganon in that game is just kind of like, you know, I want to take over Hyrule. And he doesn't really have a great reason for it, besides just wanting power. I mean, it's like, you know, the Triforce of power corrupted him or whatever, and turned him into this kind of raging guy. I don't know what to call him, but, you know, there's still lore behind it, but it wasn't that deep. So I would like them to really actually try hard with, the new Ganondorf. I think playable Zelda would be really cool. It's something I don't expect at all. If it happens, it'll be a pleasant surprise. I'm not getting my hopes up, though. And it's not something... I don't know. I think it would be cool. I don't think it's... The only thing I have with it is, like, the way Nintendo makes games is, like, they're never just going to have you play as a different character for no reason. There has to be a gameplay reason you're playing as Zelda. So, either... I know some people have been like, oh, maybe, like, Link can explore in the overworld, and then Zelda can do, like, all this underground stuff, and maybe she's, like, where some of the more traditional Zelda dungeon stuff comes in. I think that would be a really cool way to do it. The problem there is just pacing, because it's like, how do you decide when to cut away to Zelda, and when to cut back to Link? Or can you just freely swap between them? Like... There's a lot of issues that come with playable Zelda that I think a lot of people don't, like, consider. And I just don't know if, like, from a mechanical standpoint, there is a good reason to do it. They may come up with a good reason to do it, and maybe it will happen. But, you know, just playing Breath of the Wild, but you can also be Zelda, I think would not really have any purpose from Nintendo's perspective. Just based on how they design games. Like, they don't just make you play as a character for no reason. So, that is why I'm doubtful, I guess. Man. This man is spitting. Yeah, I went very in-depth with that answer. I don't... I hope that wasn't... I hope that made sense, but, yeah. Rather just have a Zelda DLC, they could also do that. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I want dungeons. So the other problem with dungeons, I forget if I brought this up on a stream before, I feel like I've explained this, but it's like, you know, previous Zelda games, it's like you get a dungeon item, so you solve all the stuff in the dungeon and kill the boss with the dungeon item, and then you have this item to take back into the world, and solve all these other, like, mini puzzles, or fight enemies with it, or get through, you know, obstacles, however. But it's like, it's really hard to insert that formula into Breath of the Wild, because the whole design of the world is you can go anywhere, go in any direction, and that's the right direction, and there's a thing you can do there. And if you go in a direction and it's like, oh, sorry, you don't have the right dungeon item, I just think that would ruin a lot of the sense of discovery and freedom in the game. So they have to somehow balance the dungeon items to make them feel powerful and rewarding while not cutting off a bunch of the world until you have them. And I think that's a really, really hard balance to strike. So I hope they manage to do it, but we'll just kind of have to see. Yeah. Callie, I that's kind of what I'm expecting almost, which, like, the way they showed Zelda and the whole, like, you know, Link, you must find me thing is, like, I feel like she's going to have, like, a side story, but it's gonna kind of her just, like, she's just gonna be somewhere, and maybe, like, I think it'd be cool if she interacts with Ganondorf before Link does. I don't know, but, like, yeah, she's just kind of sitting somewhere the whole game until Link finds her. That would be kind of lame. I definitely think she, like, should have her own agency at this point, because, like, she has the sealing power. Like, she should be able to fight back to some extent. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see how they handle it. I feel like it might even just be, like, cutting away to, like, cutscenes. Like, Link defeats a boss, and then you get a cutscene of Zelda doing something, which in some ways would be kind of lame, but, like, I don't know, maybe that would work. It depends how good the cutscenes are, I guess. It depends if she actually does stuff. What is the thing you're looking forward to the most in the game? Oh god. I mean, honestly, kind of, like, the more linear stuff, like, I don't know, I'm excited for the sense of discovery again, with, like, exploring the Sky Islands, but I also am just really excited to see the more scripted like story moments in dungeons and stuff. Like I do after playing, you know, because Breath of the Wild was my first Zelda, and then in the past year I've gone and played Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. So now I kind of know what the traditional Zeldas are like. I really want to see that stuff in the Breath of the Wild formula. So I'm really just excited for the Sky Islands. Like I don't know, I care much less about re-exploring the whole overworld. Like I just want to see all these cool linear challenges on the Sky Islands. They should give me a new Hyrule Warriors game. That would be cool. Yeah, Age of Calamity was kind of weird. I 100%ed that game, and then I was like, I kind of didn't like that. I don't know, it was a weird experience. I think Fire Emblem Warriors is bad. I haven't played it, but that's what people... Actually, I don't know about the new one. The first one was bad, I think. Yeah, or... Yeah, with dungeons, they could do... Like, I think they can make the world more convenient. Like, if you get, like, a hook shot, right? And it's like... You know, you can traverse a dungeon... I think that could be cool, because they can do shrines... Like, the way the hook shot works in Twilight Princess and Wind Waker is there's just certain spots on the wall that you can hook shot to. So, in, like, shrines... They can have it so you can't normally, or I don't know if shrines will come back, but like if, you know, whatever dungeon equivalent, they can make it so you can't hookshot onto a wall, you can just hookshot onto the certain spots like in older games. But then if you're in the overworld, you can just hookshot onto like any surface and start climbing it. So like I think like that would work pretty well, because that would legitimately feel powerful and useful in the real world, not the real world, in the overworld, while still being restricted in its use for puzzles within dungeons. So, like, that's probably the best example. I think that's probably the easiest one to implement. I think the hookshot has a real chance of coming back, honestly. But as far as other things... I mean, I really want, like, a... The way boomerangs work in Breath of the Wild kind of sucks. Like, you basically have to use them on flat surfaces, because you actually, like, throw them and catch them. And they're just really impractical, because if you're in any kind of closed space, they just bonk across a wall. If they're on a hill, they just fall on the floor. So we got a boomerang that was more like the Wind Waker boomerang, where you can just throw it out and it stuns an enemy, and then it instantly comes back to you automatically. I think that would be really cool. That could probably also be used for certain puzzles. Or, like, to retrieve items or something, like the wind boomerang, I forget what it was called, the one from Twilight Princess. So, like, there's stuff like that. Like, I think it just has to be, like, utility things that are helpful in the overworld, and then they allow you to do puzzles that you could not do without them in the dungeons. I think that would be ideally, like, how they do it, if you ask me. Which is from Splatoon to Zelda boomerangs. Yes, we did. Yeah, there has to be some equivalent to the shrines. Like, I really don't know what they're going to do, but the shrines were like the main drive to explore the world in the first game, so I'm sure they know that, like, because the whole game is very clearly designed around them. The hookshot might trivial, yeah, so, I mean, that's the weird thing, because I think the devs... I think there's actually, I was watching a video, I've basically just been watching a bunch of Zeltic videos, who's just like a Zelda lore guy. I like have never cared about Zelda lore, but I'm just on Zelda hype and I need something to watch. So I've been watching a bunch of Zeltic videos. And he quoted some like dev interview that I actually not heard before about, they said they actually considered adding the hookshot to Breath of the Wild, but it did, like you said, it trivialized the climbing system, which is the whole new mechanic of the game. It's like, why would you ever climb with stamina if you can just hookshot onto a wall? But they just added the ascend ability, and I feel like the ascend ability trivializes climbing. So it's like, okay, well, if they're going to add ascend, they might as well just add the hookshot, and they might as well just let us move around the world with like extreme freedom. And I think that might just be how they go, because I mean, the Sky Islands kind of have their own traversal. like, I mean, hookshotting between sky islands would be awesome, and that's not something that climbing or ascend can do. So, I think it could work. I don't know. I think they could fit it in the game somehow. And if not the hookshot, something like it. I mean, it might be like a, you know, Link has like Zonai magic arm abilities or whatever, so it might just be like tether Zonai magic thing, but it would functionally be, you know, the hookshot. I think they could make that work pretty easily. That would basically just be zipcaster, actually, but don't worry about that. It would be cool, I swear. Hi, Squiddy, welcome back. We're talking about Zelda currently, because, yes, Tears of the Kingdom hype, I guess. Oh my god. Please. I don't know, neither of us could kill each other. Oh, we didn't get the... Oh my god. Maybe hookshot can only grab trees or ore deposits? Yeah, they could limit it with stuff like that. I think that could work too. Seem like a cool dude? Oh, thank you. That is very nice of you. He is? Oh wow, okay. Despite what he says about my gear. Well, I'm glad that... Oh god. I'm glad that me being rude about your gear is not enough to ruin our friendship, Dan. Oh, that's a lot of things they're throwing, but we won the game? Maybe? Yes. Yes, we did. Do. Despite what he says about the snipe rider. Yeah, I saw the Mario movie. I still don't know what to think about it. It was, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I saw it twice, so. Also, wow, that was a pretty good game with Carbon. As a very big Mario fan, I enjoyed the movie very much. But it is like, you know, it doesn't make you think. Like, there's not really a message to the movie. It's very fun. It's fun for the runtime that you're watching it. The soundtrack was really good. Soundtrack's probably my favorite thing about it. All the remixes and rearrangements of the Mario music are really, really cool. There should have been more Luigi, and there probably should have been, like, any kind of character development that might have made it a little bit better, but it was fun. It was good. For a Mario movie, it certainly was that, so I can't complain. Mario has daddy issues, yeah. I mean, I like that they were kind of, you know, because Mario's always just kind of like happy-go-lucky, cheerful guy. So I like, you know, they have him actually build up his confidence and have a reason to, like, I don't know. They just didn't really do a lot with it. It's kind of just like, you know, his dad is disappointed in him at the beginning, and then he's like, he saves Brooklyn, and then he's happy, and they got, I don't know. It's very one note, but I guess it's kind of neat. I mean, I liked seeing his family, I guess. That was kind of cool. When's the Splatoon movie? I mean, I'd be down for like a Splatoon anime. I feel like that's what they should do with it, honestly. Oh, and hello, Shazu. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah, there should have been like some kind of Luigi scene in Bowser's Castle. Instead of him literally just sitting in a cage the entire game. Yeah, but the Splatoon manga kind of sucks. If they make a Splatoon anime, I really hope it's not based off the Splatoon manga. I don't know how to feel about it. It's just weird. Oh my god. I'm stupid. I didn't know that was a stamper. But the great turf wars with the AOT vibe? I mean, that's not what they would do. I would love that. as a Splatoon lore guy, yes. But I mean, I really do hope that if they did a... Oh my god. If they did do a Splatoon anime, I would hope that it would be, like... I don't know if I'd want it to be, like, shonen, but, like, I would hope it would be more of, like, a young adult thing than a... Like, the manga feels like a very, like, kids-centered thing. Because, like, just nothing happens. They just play turf war. I don't know, it just, like, it doesn't... It could have been interesting, but it just isn't really. Hello, Coach Early. Oh my god. But yeah. I mean, I think... Like, they can have battles in it. I read a lot of the Splatoon manga, like, because at the start, they were willing to do different things with it. Like, I want, like, a slice of life Splatoon stuff, honestly. That's what I, like, I just love stuff that, like, fleshes out the world, and, like, I don't know, there was one part of the manga that I always, like, remember, that's, like, it's like they're going to go up against a team that has like a good like sniper player or something. I don't remember any of the characters' names. I don't really know what was going on. But like they're going to fight a team that had a good sniper. So they're like, okay, let's like practice. So they go to like Moray Towers with Ryder, and they practice like avoiding his sniper. And it's just like a dumb scene, but it's just like, you know, it's them practicing the ink battle things while they're not actually in a real ink battle, and it just feels like a little bit like it's not even like, you know, it's still just ink battles. It's not like slice of life, but it expands on the characters a little bit in a way that I really enjoyed, where it's like they're like prepping for like a big battle, and it's like they're using a space in the world for something other than what it is in the game, and it's like, I don't know, little things like that I really enjoy, or like them just like hanging out and talking in the plaza or whatever. Like I like all those moments. I like all the moments they're not just playing the game. Like you know, I don't know. Them trying to build tension in the ink battles just doesn't really work for me. Like there being like a tournament arc, like it just doesn't, because it's just Splatoon. Like nothing's going to happen at the end of it. They're just going to win or lose, and they always win, by the way. They literally always win in the manga. They never ever lose, so it just gets really boring because they just win every time. What animes have I watched? Not many. Not many at all. I'm not really an anime guy. I just think a Splatoon anime would be cool. I've seen Attack on Titan. I watched Bocchi the Rock. I really liked Bocchi the Rock. I saw Chainsaw Man, but I didn't like it. So I hope it's not like Chainsaw Man if there's a Splatoon anime. Not that it probably would be. That's like low-key it. My sister made me watch the first 2 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I don't know, it didn't really do anything for me. I wasn't really into it. Like, surely I've seen other things here and there. I don't know. I haven't really watched any other full shows, honestly. I just have not... I've not been exposed to a lot of anime. Oh, I watched JoJo. I only saw part 2. I didn't watch part 1 smack. I forgot about that. I watched JoJo part 2. So, no, I would want them to talk. That would be... I don't know if that would be... I don't think that would be uncanny. Honestly, I think... I mean, the idols talking wouldn't feel weird, because they, like, speak English. Yeah, I'm really excited. I don't know if it was recent. When the last AOT thing, however long ago it was, the hour-long special thing was really, really good. So I know people who read the manga say the ending is bad, but like I've liked everything up to now. Like I don't really feel like it can disappoint that badly. So I'm really excited to see how AOT ends. For 3 is where JoJo gets good. I feel like literally everyone says like a different part is the best part. JoJo was funny. I mean, it was entertaining. I would watch it if I like was with a group of people who put it on, but I don't know. It's not really... I don't like go out of my way to watch anime. Like, it's a very... Shows in general are like a social thing for me. Like, I'm not just gonna like sit down and watch a show. It will only be when like someone else is like, hey, let's watch this show while maybe doing something else at the same time. Like, I don't know. I just can't get invested enough in a show that I can just sit down and like watch multiple episodes. yeah, Full Metal. I've heard. I mean, that's like, you know, I know the ones people say are like the really good ones. I'm just like, I'm not really trying to get into anime. Like, I'm not against anime, but it's like I just. I mean, just like I said, like I don't really seek out shows. It's just like if someone is like, hey, we're watching this show right now and you happen to be here, I'm like, okay, I'll watch. But it's like, I don't know. I just don't get into... I like games and I like movies. I don't really like shows that much. And I mean, I do sometimes when I get into them. I just never like... It's never a thing I do of my own initiative. Yeah, watching JoJo with friends was very fun. It was New Year's Eve, and we literally binged all of part 2 in like one night. Yeah, well, yeah, watching Splatoon. I want to watch animated Splatoon though, not watch Splatoon gameplay. I mean, I want to do both, but yeah, I mean, I don't feel pressure to like anime. I just because people give me like if you give me a recommendation, like it's not like I don't know. Feel free to recommend a show, but I'm probably not going to watch it. Like is my point. I don't want to sound rude, but it's like I'm not gonna. I just don't really have interest in like going out and watching a show because I just don't really do that. Have I watched Jojo Rabbit? No. So yeah, like, I mean... The thing with Splatoon... Like, I really, really like the world of Splatoon and, like, Splatoon lore and stuff to the point that I, like, basically wrote an entire, like, Splatoon fanfiction once that I've just never shown to anybody. And no one will ever see it. But, like, there's so much they could do with the world and the characters. And, like... I think I'd want like the agents to be the main characters, but I'd want them to really capitalize on the whole kind of like, because like the Splatoon setup is actually really cool. Like all the main characters lead these like double lives where they're like competing in ink battles as a sport, but then secretly going and like saving the world. Like it's like cheesy and it's really simple in the games, but like there could be a lot of depth there if they wanted it to be. Like it could be really cool and they could develop, you know, especially like if they actually, you know, if there's a relationship between like Agent 8 and Agent 3, like, because, you know, I mean, because people ship them, and yeah, I ship them because it's cool. The art is good, and they're cool characters, and they could do cool things with it. And Nintendo posted them on Valentine's Day, so it, you know, it could be canon if they wanted it to be. I'm just saying, and they could do cool things with it. You know, I want to see interactions between the agents. I want to see. I really like all that kind of fan content, and I think they could do something cool with that in an official anime. That's all I'm saying. I just want character interactions. Because the Splatoon characters look cool, and they have some cool lore, but they don't really ever do anything. And if they did things, I think that would be neat. That guy did not die to Maizuka somehow, okay. Your voice sounds like you are blushing. I don't know if that's a thing that can happen, but I don't know. I get very passionate about Splatoon characters sometimes. Oh my god. Hello, Orava Pila. I feel like I said that name very wrong, but maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, hello. How long have we been talking about anime? I mean, I don't know. I'm mostly talking about Splatoon anime. I don't have a lot to say about other animes. Attack on Titan is good. I didn't follow it, like... I've seen all of it, but I watched it within the past, like, 2 years. Not, like, when it actually aired or whatever. So it's not, like, a childhood thing for me. Yeah, side order... Like, I think I am just very personally biased because I just really, really love Octo expansion. In English, it's Squirrel Plays. Okay, cool. I think side order. The problem is Return of the Mammalians. Like, if we just had Octo expansion and we had the trailer for side order, I'd be like, oh my god, this is going to be the best Splatoon single player ever. But side order, or, Return of the Mammalians was really bad, and like story and gameplay wise, in my opinion. So like, that's why I'm concerned. It has the potential to be better than Octo expansion, but it has to come off of what I think is the worst story they've ever done. So I'm really interested to see, but I feel like I have to temper my expectations, because I don't know if it will hit the same way Octo expansion did. Yeah, that's also true. It's like, it's not going to be the first time we can play as Octolings. There's not really going to be that same, like, insane reveal. Like, there's no equivalent to playable Octolings. They can't do that again. So it's... I don't know. And with, like, Agent 8, I mean, if they actually build on Agent 8's story and give them, like, an interesting arc, like, it could be really, really amazing. Yeah, I like, dislike Return of the Mammalians more than most people. So, I'm very biased against it. I get what they were trying to do with Mr. Grizz. I like, and I get why people like him. It's not even just Grizz, though. It's like, Orca doesn't really serve any purpose. Deep Cut really doesn't have any reason to even be there, and they don't really get any development. And, like, the Squid Sisters also really don't have any reason to be there. Like, there's just lots of characters that exist and say things, but then nothing really happens. And then the things that do happen are just, like, weird. And, like, I don't know. I just didn't really like it. I don't think they'll do a third playable species. I don't know. I know that's a weird community thing everyone talks about. It's like, whatever happened to Mrs. Grizz? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Oh god. Yeah, it's... I think Return of the Mammalians, like, okay, again, every time this comes up, I have to be like, by the way, I'm making a video about this. I will explain it very clearly in the video, but Octo Expansion, or Return of the Mammalians, tries really hard to synthesize hero modes with Octo Expansion, and I just think it doesn't work. I just think gameplay-wise, like, I mean, story-wise, it's also copy, because it's like, I'm trying to cover the world in this liquid that will transform everything into the thing I want. Like, he's just a worse version of Tartar. He's also just less cool and has, like, worse lore, and, like... and then the actual gameplay is, like, you know, they copied the station platforms, like, almost exactly. Like, the equippers just look the same. The aesthetic just isn't there either. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Orca... I mean, the thing is, so, like, Commander Tartar worked so well because it's an AI made by humans, which is just kind of, you know, it's like Portal, but in the world of Splatoon, that's really interesting because we know that humanity is already dead. So this is like a relic of a past civilization that went haywire and started, like, building this entire corporation to test the sea creatures. So it makes, like, it adds a level of kind of environmental storytelling and logic to the gameplay. Because it's like, okay, every level is a test chamber, because there is an AI that is literally trying to test the physical and mental capabilities of sea creatures. So it's like, okay, this has, like, a logical reason to be here, makes sense within the world of the game, and it all is, like, a cohesive aesthetic and makes sense. And then you go to Return of the Mammalians, and it's like, why are the test chambers in Alterna? Like, from the very start, it does not make sense. Why are there test chambers full of all these, you know, things that only Inklings and Octolings can interact with in this, you know, collapsed human society? Like, from the start, it just does not make any sense. And it's like, okay, well, Orca is kind of like... Orca's testing on humans? Sure, okay, but that still doesn't explain why the test chambers are like this and built around Inklings and Octolings. And then, like, and then again, like, Sea Cucumber has a purpose in the world, because he's the train conductor, he's an employee of Kamaboko. And then Orca, sure, Orca's a human computer to store information, that makes sense, but why is it testing? Like, what purpose? Like Tartar had a reason to be testing things, and Orca just doesn't. Oh, see ya, hello, Squiddy. Sorry, I've not been looking at chat very much because I've been totally ranting about this. Yeah, Orca. This deck is worse. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. Carbon Rollers are going for a while. I've kind of just been talking about things while playing Carbon Roller. Oh, hi, Destroyer. Sorry, I'm just ranting about Return of the Mammalians again. I mean, I don't even think it's a hot take. I think it's, like, objectively true. I think the aesthetic is just worse. Like, there's just less cohesive world building. I don't even think it's, like, an opinion. Like, it's just done worse. And it's, when we had something better right before, it's just so hard to not directly compare it. And yeah, just, I mean, Return of the Mammalians has moments where it looks really cool. I mean, like, the whole, like, the city... you know, the upside down city thing, and like there's really cool visuals, but the overall aesthetic is just not nearly as cohesive. Like, Octo Expansion, like, was Vaporwave, and it's like, you know, there's all these, like, massive purple underground backgrounds with all these, like, weird, like, fish swimming around and all this, like, weird nostalgic, like, consoles and stuff. Like, it just clicked. It just worked so well. It was just, I mean, God, I love it so much. I'm very, very biased because Octo Expansion is, like, my favorite looking thing in the universe. Like, it's hard to express how much I love the look of it. The look and feel and music and aesthetic and story is just so on point in Octo Expansion. So, like, I mean, realistically, like, anything following that up, I probably would not have liked as much. But I do think they fumbled hard with Return of the Mammalians. I mean, okay, I don't mind the ending sequence structure. I just mind that all the levels suck. Like, Octo Expansion's ending sequence is, like, literally the best Splatoon single player has ever been. And then Return of the Mammalians is like, okay, here's an auto-scroller where you just have to sit there and, like, kill, and, like, it just sucks. Like, I don't know, I just feel like they forgot how to make good levels. It's really, really weird. Like, the level design is just so much less interesting. Yeah, like, Orca just feels like it's there because it's like, oh, get it? It's like Tartar, but not. Or Sea Cucumber, I mean. I don't think I'm gonna play with viewers today, Nate. We've already been going for, like, a while, and I'm just... Sometimes it's nice to just play and talk about things and not have to worry about the pool stuff. Also, hey, Sty. I mean, I'm literally, again, I'm working on a video. There is quite literally a video of just me talking about all this stuff, so... I really just want to get it done. I wish I could finish it this weekend, because it is close. Kinda. But I just have school stuff to work on. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, see, I've kind of lost hope. I don't know. I'm very much expecting, like, bleached Octarians or whatever. Like, I don't know. I really want them to make a whole new cast of enemies, but if they didn't do it for Return of the Mammalians, I feel like they're probably not going to do it for this. Ow. I'm really surprised they haven't made new enemies. Like, I don't know. Also, like, yeah, that's just another problem with Return of the Mammalians. It's like, how did he just abduct the entire army and bring them into the crater? Like, that's just not explained at all. And how does he make them mammals? And why do they fight our player character? Like, are they brainwashed or are they just mammals? Like, why are they only half mammal? Like, why Mr. Grizz doesn't even succeed? Like, it's just, oh my god. Could see Sidor be more focused on platforming? I'd be kind of into that. What if it's just like the White Palace from Hollow Knight? I don't know if any of you know that, but there's one part in Hollow Knight where the game is like a Metroidvania, so most of the game is filled with like rooms full of enemies and platforming. But there's this one part of the game called the White Palace where you just have to climb up really high, and it's just like really difficult platforming, and it's just like a gauntlet. And like I love that, because like as someone who grew up on platformers, my like dream game is just a game where you just like keep climbing. Like and I actually haven't beaten Path of Pain, but Path of Pain is a similar thing. I should beat Path of Pain. I should do that at some point. And like, I mean, so it's called Tower of Order in some other languages. So I mean, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just like this super intense, like really long platforming challenge. Like I would love that. I think that would be fantastic. But we'll see. The side order, I really, okay, I mean, the thing with side order, you could maybe argue they revealed it too early, especially if it's actually not coming out until 2024. But I like the trailer. I think, like, I don't know. I think we're gonna get another trailer, and that will actually show like gameplay mixed with some of the kind of just aesthetic and cutscene stuff. So we'll have to see which one is better when that comes out. And I think you probably could make the argument that maybe it would have been better if they left off until they had actual gameplay to show. But I really liked the trailer. I mean, it really got me hyped, and I really like the look of it. So I don't really mind what it was. I mean, it's very different than the Octo expansion trailer, and I think that's absolutely on purpose. I mean, they basically have contrasting aesthetics, right? Like, Octo expansion is, you know, the dark underground with this, like, you know, really just, like, powerful, like, loud music. Like, it's just this, like, I don't even know what Nasty Majesty is. Like, I've not really heard other music like it. It's like, I'm sure there is, it's some genre, probably. But, you know, it's very loud in your face. It's like, bam, playable Octolings, Pearl and Marine are here. There's all this, like, you know, weird stuff happening on this train, all these new characters, all the weird green Octolings. Like, it was meant to just to hit like that. It was meant to just be like insane. And Side Order, I think, it's subdued on purpose. It's you know, it's literally opposite. Instead of being dark underground, it's bright white sky. Everything is like almost like blinding. There's this kind of weird, like, serene, like, it's almost calm, but it's also kind of like disturbing. Like, I really like how different it is. Like, I'm super into it. Whatever it is, and we haven't even seen gameplay yet. So I think that was very intentional, and I like it personally. But I am, you know, obviously very curious to see actual gameplay. Yeah, I mean, that Splatoon 3 was also revealed too early in and of itself. So Side Order is, yeah, we'll get it eventually. I need to beat Path of Pain. I really should beat Path of Pain at some point. That it would be very, very satisfying. It's like one of the only things left to do in Hollow Knight. I don't plan on doing the Pantheon where you have to like beat all the bosses again, but I have like over 100% in the game because like max is like 112 or whatever. So I really just need to do Path of Pain. Oops, we lost. You think that as Octo expansion redefine the single player side or do something like that? I hope so, because I'm a little, well, I was gonna say I'm sick of the formula. I don't know what the formula is at this point. For me, the structure is really important, regardless of like, I mean, I like longer, I miss the longer levels a little bit from Splatoon 1 and 2. I think Octo expansion, the short levels worked. I do not think they worked in Return of the Mammalians. I think most levels are way too short and really disappointing. So it depends how they tackle it. Because like the big thing for me is like, are we going to have a streamlined level select like the CQ80, or are we going to have a hub world? And I don't really want to hub world, because Return of the Mammalians hub world sucked. I make a lot of, you know, I talk about this a lot in the video, but I think Fuzzy Ooze sucks. I think Alterna, gameplay-wise, sucks. I really just hate the hub worlds. I just think they're super boring and that waste your time. I don't like finding items with small fry. I thought that was horrible. It was just really boring and bad. So I don't want that. If they go the Splatoon 1 direction and just have really small hub worlds that are very focused on platforming, I think that could be cool. If they have no hub world at all, and it's like Octo expansion with level select, I'd probably be fine with that, and that might actually be the best option. So the structure matters more to me almost than... I mean, the level design matters. It's just harder to predict that. And I feel like that's... I don't know. Silksong or Side Order? I mean, Silksong is supposed to come out, I thought, the first half of this year, but there has still been no mention of it, so who knows? I hope for the sake of Silksong fans that Silksong comes out first, to be honest. Also because I will be a Silksong fan, probably, because I played Hollow Knight. But yeah, I don't know. Shoot. Was it bad? I don't know. I was trying to get my Zuka, but just a weird angle. That Wahoo ramp is just a weird little part of the map. Into the... Well, I thought it was supposed to be like the first 6 months of 2023, or was it like the first 6 months from the Xbox trailer? I know they had some time frame for the Xbox thing. Like, all these games come out within this time frame. And I thought it was just the first half of this year. So that would be by the end of June. Maybe. Unless it was just 6 months from that trailer. I might be misremembering. The only reason I believe Silksong is a real game is because I actually have a friend who went to E3 and played a demo of it. So, unless he is lying, supposedly it is a real game that you can play. Yeah, I'm really excited. So, the Pearl and Marina... The thing with Pearl and Marina is the chat logs are amazing. I was thinking about these the other day. I think about them a lot. I think about Octo expansion a lot, if you can't tell. But the chat logs are like one of my favorite ways to characterize something in media like ever. Because like I spend a lot of time on Discord. I have like a really solid group of online friends. I talk a lot on Discord and just with people online in general. And the chat logs feel like a Discord channel. And like, I mean, obviously it's just, you know, they're just talking online, but the way it's written, the way they actually just write like abbreviations like lol or whatever, like it seems like insignificant, but it all flows in a way that makes the characters feel very real. And like more real than like any Nintendo character ever has for me. And that's why I just really, really like Pearl and Marina now. Like, and I just don't know. I don't feel like they would do the chat log specifically again. I just think that's a thing that worked very well within the aesthetic of Octo expansion. It's like, oh, it's like an early internet chat room, like in the 90s. You know, Marina is called like the webmaster on the thing, and it's like it's very much trying to be like, it's trying to evoke that while also evoking modern internet. And I think it does it like flawlessly. Like, I really just really like the writing of the chat logs. And I don't think we're going to get writing like that again in a Splatoon game. I hope we do. But I think just having Pearl and Marina appear in cutscenes and be like, yeah, Agent 8, you can kill the bad guy. Like, I don't know if that will do it for me the same way. Like the Squid Sisters, I like the Squid Sisters a lot. They had no reason to be in Return of the Mammalians. They did not do anything. Like, they didn't do anything for me. That did not change my feelings about them at all as characters. Whereas Pearl and Marina completely, like, it completely changed how I thought of them. So, we'll see. It's hard to predict what they're going to do with that. I'm very excited for Pearl and Marina content, but I am worried it will be not nearly as impactful as it was in Octo Expansion. As far as who my favorite idols are, it makes it sound like it'd be off the hook. It's really hard to say. I kind of like... it's not deep cut. My answer is not deep cut. I think deep cut's writing is really lame and boring. I think Callie and Marie were the best on the news, and Pearl and Marina are the best for single player. That's probably the easiest way to recap it. Or not recap, you know, summarize my thoughts. Yeah, I hope they're not... I mean, again, from the trailer, it looks like they are willing to, like, embrace dark themes. Like, there's a lot to just assume from that, but, like, if that's all we have to go off of, you know, all they're telling us about the single player is that it's kind of spooky, kind of, like, weirdly, like, self-reflective, almost, based off all the stuff of Agent 8. Like, it looks very... It looks like they're trying to lean into something more... maybe not profound, maybe that's overselling it a bit, but, you know, something more thought-provoking than whatever Return of the Mammalians was. I do hope it's at least on the level of Octo Expansion. But I also hope it's different. Like, there better not be another villain just trying to coat the world in ooze to change the creatures again. Like, we need a new story. And I really hope it's... what made Octo Expansion story so good was that it was so character-driven. I think that's really what it is. Like, plot-driven stories do not work in Splatoon, because the plot is never going to be that interesting. They're not going to put that much budget into cutscenes. There's only going to be so many boss fights. It just doesn't work. If they try to do a story off plot, it's like, you know, Splatoon 1 and 2, they worked, but it wasn't that interesting, because things only happen at the start and the end of the game. Octo Expansion, because it had the chat logs, and because it had Isopadre, and because it had the mem cakes, you know, you're getting all of this depth to the characters as you play through the story mode. So they don't even have to, like, there's not even, like, story moments besides getting the things throughout the game, which is basically just like, haha, you got the thing. Like, that, nothing even happens there. The plot is not interesting because it's never interesting in Splatoon, because plot is not what matters, it's characters. And in Octo Expansion, they finally realized that, so they focus on the characters, and that's why it's so amazing. That's why you get such a deep connection to Off the Hook, and especially to Agent 8, if you actually read through the memcakes. And then at the end, they hit you with, like, a really cool plot moment. And it actually hits harder because you actually care about all of these characters. You know, like, you want to save the world with Pearl and Marina because now you know who they are. And you want Agent 8 to get to the surface because you know how they feel about the world they're living in. Like, I just really, really like the way they did it. I don't know. Like, it's... They need to do it character-centered again. Because in Return of the Mammalians, we know nothing about New Agent 3. We don't learn anything new about the Squid Sisters. You only learn about Mr. Grizz in post-game, and it's, like, not really even good lore. It's just, I mean, it kind of is. I don't know. The mileage may vary there. Some people like Mr. Grizz. I don't. But, I think that was done horribly. I think you absolutely should have gone... I mean, they wanted the reveal of Mr. Grizz... Well, okay, so... I don't know. Because on one hand... Oh, they have a DC. On on one hand, I'm like, oh, they wanted the reveal of Mr. Grizz to hit hard, so they couldn't have made it obvious that he was a bear from the beginning, because then him being a bear wouldn't be impactful. But him being a bear sucks, and it wasn't impactful. It would have been so much more impactful if he was anything but a bear. So that moment doesn't work, and we should have known who he was before that moment to actually have made it hit harder. If we knew about the ruins of Archpolaris, if we knew about him creating the fuzzy ooze, then it'd be like, oh, okay, this is like, you know, we're actually getting some build up to this villain. And it's, yeah, it just, I don't know. I just really think they fumbled it. Yeah, I guess the only reason they said they were a scavenger was to explain how you can, like, hunt for items with small fry, I guess, but, like, I mean, it is difficult. Like, I mean, because it's like the mem cakes are another thing that made sense within the canon. It's like, okay, test subjects don't have their memories, so to incentivize them to take the test, we will literally reward them with their own memories. Like, the mem cakes are so cool. Like, I think they're a super cool just bit of, like, sci-fi lore. I'm surprised other things haven't really done before. Like, I haven't really seen something like that. But the mem cakes make sense. It gives Agent 8 another incentive to do the test beyond just trying to get to the surface. And it lets us as the player learn who they are. Well, also just being cool. It's just poetry in a Nintendo game. I don't know. That's kind of awesome. And some of them are goofy. You know, some of them are just kind of whatever. But then some of them are, like, really legitimately interesting. Like how Agent 8, like, feels sorry for leaving the Octarian army. Like in the Octavio memcake, she's like, oh yeah, like, sorry, I just kind of, like, ditched you. It's like, I leave without ceremony. Like, that's interesting lore. Like, we're playing as an ex-soldier in a Nintendo game. Like, I just really think it's cool. I don't know. Like, and it kind of blows me away how, like, simple of a thing it is, but how impactful some of them are. And admittedly, I think it's really hard to do something like that again. Because if you straight up just do memcakes again, it's like, okay, well, this is cool, but we've kind of done this before, so it's not as cool this time. And, you know, how do you fit that into another story? Like, is Agent 8 a test subject again? Are there memcakes again? Like, that seems like a stretch. Like, I don't know, that kind of hurts the immersion and believability. So it's like, honestly, they could just have it be like Agent 8 does poetry. Because I think that's canon. Like, Agent 8 writes the poems, so Agent 8 could just write poetry. Maybe we'll get collectibles in Side Order, and Agent 8 will write poetry about them, and we'll get new. I mean, that'd be cool. Maybe they could do that. It is a little hard though, because we kind of already know. Obviously, we don't know, like, a lot about Agent 8, but we know more about them than literally any other character in the franchise. So it might be difficult to make a whole new set of memcakes or poems describing their experience. But maybe it could just, be a first-person thing. Maybe it could be like a journal, like Breath of the Wild in the Japanese version. Link actually writes in first person in the adventure log. Maybe it's just something like that. Like, just as the events of the story progress, Agent 8 just says their feelings from first person, and we get to hear them. That'd be cool. I'd like that. And I don't feel like that would break. Like, you know, you can still project yourself onto them as a silent protagonist, but they clearly have a purpose and a place in the world. So it would make sense for them to have their own agency and their own thoughts and beliefs. I mean, this goes beyond Splatoon. This is just like, I just like storytelling in video games, and I think there's lots of cool potential. And it blows my mind that they went from something as cool as the memcakes to literally nothing for New Agent 3. God, yeah, that sucks. Agent 3, they could have done something and they didn't. That is true. The Side Order at least has the aesthetic down. We know that. Got a W with Bamboo, let's go. The only thing I'm a little worried about with Side Order is, like, I hope not everything is literally just white. Like, you know, I don't want every level to just be this stark white bleached coral aesthetic. Like, I'd like a little bit of variety. I think Octo expansion had, like, pretty much all it needed. Like, every level was kind of, you know, deep, dark, underwater, rather. But they had kind of, like, a brighter green skybox with, like, kelp, and they had, like, one that was just, like, really dark, which is, like, little dust specks floating around. So, like, as long as they have a little bit of variety, I think it will be good. Because that's a problem I have with... Well, add it to the list of problems I have with Return of the Mammalians, but the levels really just blend together. I feel like the whole game, like, there's some really standout ones, like, again, like, the Upside Down City skybox is awesome. The kind of, like, orange sunset vibe is really cool. But, like, all the platforms are just, like, the same, like, concrete texture. Like, even Splatoon 1 had, like... There were, like, grassy levels, there were kind of industrial metal levels, there were levels with wooden platforms, like... Even, I mean, Splatoon 2, to some extent, also kind of... They just kind of have all these floating concrete platforms, and I don't know. I think variety to the levels to make them more memorable is actually pretty important. I should not have Zuko'd there, I don't know why I did that. I mean, I don't know. I'm holding out hope. I don't want to set my expectations too high, but I mean, a lot of people think Splatoon 1's single player is better than Splatoon 2's. And Splatoon 2 was followed up by Octo expansion. So if Splatoon 3's single player was worse than Splatoon 2's, maybe Side Order will be the best one yet. I don't know. I do hope we get news on it, like, eventually. I don't know. It does feel like they announced it really early. Because it's just like a DLC. Like, you just wouldn't think they would announce that. Like, Octo expansion was announced in... March? And came out in June, I believe? Is that true? Yeah, so that was only... What, 3... Was it only like 2 or 3 months? That feels wrong. Was it really that quick? I don't know, maybe it was. The game disconnected from a match, then... Oh. That's weird. I mean, I don't know what they would have done with the first wave. I think Inkopolis Plaza is weird. I don't know. I just don't care. Like, I don't use it. I use it for Splatfest because I like the Squid Sister song better than the Deep Cut song, but like, I don't know. I don't really get why they added it to the game. The Wii U gameplay games, that would have been nice. Yeah, literally any gameplay besides just walking around the plaza would have been nice. Cool. You're in this whole... Yeah, I mean, it doesn't ruin the immersion for me. Because I think the train was a good way to connect them. Oh, the harmony thing is weird, if that's what you mean. I mean, I don't know. I think it's the whole thing is just weird. I just don't know what they were going for. Like, I still don't know who it's made for. Like, is it made for veterans or is it made for people who didn't have a Wii U? I don't know. Because I'm a veteran and I think it's weird. Like, if you sold your Wii U or lost your copy of Splatoon 1, I'd be like, oh, wow, it's Splatoon 1, but, like, I still have my Wii U. So I just don't care. I can go play Splatoon 1 anytime I want. Well, the servers are down, but I can go to Ingopolis Plaza anytime I want. So it's like, okay, is it for people who didn't have a Wii U? And it's like, okay, well, now you can talk to some NPCs, I guess, and exist in the plaza, but there's nothing to do. I don't know what I would have wanted out of it either. I mean, I just don't... I don't feel disappointed, I just feel confused. Like, I could have just had side order and not any other wave, and that would have been fine. I mean, I think it's probably just something to, like, tide us over. Until side order comes, maybe? They just wanted to say they got, like, a DLC thing out, but I don't know, it's just not... I don't know. It's clearly not anything with, like, longevity, it's just a hub world. So I don't know what the idea was behind it. Oh, I almost got the triple. I mean, the maps are still themed. They just don't really give them interesting mechanics. Which, okay, I guess I get what you mean. But, yeah. I mean, they still have a lot of maps to add to the game, I think. I mean, Splatoon 2 ended with 23 maps. But this game started with 12. Splatoon 2 only started with 8. So, I'm assuming we'll have more by the end of it. I mean, based on seasons, how many are we going to have, actually? I didn't think about that. How many maps are in the game right now? It's 16, right? And we have 5 more seasons? So 10 more maps. So it's going to be 26 maps total, unless they decide to add different numbers of them. Or unless I'm horrible at math. I think I did that right, though. So that's a lot more maps. And they have the potential to learn from their mistakes. They can rework old maps. They can hopefully make them better. Because literally everyone, like even the Japanese community, hates the maps. Like, everyone hates the maps. They're literally just worse than the old maps. So, I don't know what the devs think they're cooking, but I hope they realize that it's burnt, and they need to put something else in the oven. Because old maps were literally better. They add more shooters? Okay, well... As long as they don't add any new shooter main weapons, I think there's only 4 more shooter kits to be added to the game. So most of the weapons in the next update are confirmed to not be shooters. Supposing they add 10 again. Or assuming, not, I don't think that's a word, the way I said that. You know what I mean. Hello, Whitebite. Welcome. How long... I feel like I've just been ranting about... I don't know when I started using Carbon, but about when I started using Carbon is when I started just ranting about random things. I think it's been a while. We get it pulls to the map. Yeah. I mean, it is just weird. I mean, Because, like, Splatoon 1 maps had... I think they definitely had more jank than people remember. Like, if you go back to them, there's, like, little bits of, like, just weirdly not polished things. Like, I remember, like, on Arrow on a Mall, like, you know, if they add, like, a block for a certain mode to climb a wall, it's gonna be, like, perfectly aligned and flush with the floor next to it, right? But, like, in Splatoon 1, there would be parts where blocks would be, like, not quite the same height as, like, a wall, so you just, like... It'd be really awkward to climb up because you'd, like, swim up and then have to, like, jump in, like, kid form at the end, or, like, you know. There's lots of little things like that in Splatoon 1 maps that I think they've gotten a lot better at. Like, they've really learned how to polish the maps, make them really clean and simple, and just, you know, give options and, like, generally how to model them to be consistent and fun to play on. Well, except that last part, because they're not fun. Or in general, like, they feel good to play on at, like, a base level. But when you actually, you know, get into 4v4 gameplay, you realize, okay, they're just really restrictive and small for literally no reason. Like, older maps, you had these options that made the game way more interesting and dynamic, because you could flank way around enemies, and there were unique gimmicks to engage with that made all the maps feel different, and I just feel like it's really hard to argue against that. Like, I don't know how they look at, like, Anchovy Games, and I was gonna say Mahi. Technically, the water gimmick is still there on Mahi, but the terrain just sucks now. But I don't know. I would love to hear them, like, say in an interview, like, why they have gone the direction they have with the maps, because it legitimately just baffles me. Like, it just does not make sense, because they just, to me, they just seem like, I don't know how you could think the new design is, like, better. Hello, HF Tub. That's possibly how you say that name, I think. Yeah, well, like, and I do think there's value to, like, knowing, like, they're like, okay, these are the maps that, like, work. And then, so they start with a base and go from there. Like, it did really feel in Splatoon 1 like they just started with, like, default Blender Cube and just said, okay, I'm gonna model an environment and somehow make this into a Splatoon map. But yeah, in this game, they definitely start with, like, a base. Because every map has, like, a similar, like, kind of way to get into mid and a similar spawn. And they just build a theme off of that with some interesting terrain and some kind of visual idea. But it's just, it's so much more toned down. It's just watered down, really. I mean, all the maps just really do start to blend together when they design like that. So I think there's a balance where you have, you know... Because Splatoon 1 was hit or miss. Like, the hits were, like, hit hard and were really good. But the misses were Salt Spray Rig, which literally was, you know, removed from ranked rotations because it did not function with half the Splatoon mode's gameplay. So it's like, I think it makes sense that they design it to some extent with all the modes in mind and the general gameplay flow in mind. But there's a level where they have to stop making them also generic and similar. Splatoon 2 struck a better balance. I don't know. Splatoon 1 maps were kind of mid. And mid is better than bad, but I want good. So, I don't know if Splatoon... I wouldn't look to Splatoon 2 as, like, the example. Because Splatoon 2 had stuff like Gobi. Which, like, Gobi was just, like, really bad. And Shellendorf was, like, really bad. At least they don't cover 90% of the map in uninkable floors anymore. Now we have uninkable walls, but yeah. I mean... Trying to think of a good Splatoon 3 map. Yeah, no, I literally can't. I mean, okay, Undertow... At least some of them have really interesting visual themes. I think Undertow has the potential to be a really good map if they just literally... There's these glass walls on the left and right of Undertow, and if they just break the glass wall, just throw a brick at it, just break the wall, then there will be a flank route, and then the map will be fun. That's all they have to do. Like, that's the easiest one to rework. I think Undertow has the potential to be really fun if they just add routes on the sides. Hagel I think is a good example of them like starting with a base, because it really does just feel like they drew a rectangle and called it a day. Like, that map is entirely functional. You can play on it, and it works. But there is nothing interesting happening. It is just a flat square. And I don't know. It's kind of why I'm like pretty indifferent to Umami Ruins, because like that map is not really good. Like I don't like it. I would not call it a good map, but it's entirely serviceable. Like there is some kind of interesting terrain. You can go in a circle around the middle, which is like you can almost pretend that's like a flank route. And it works. It's fine. I'm never looking forward to playing on it. Like, I'll never choose a rotation because of it. There's no weapon that I like to use on it. It's just, you hold forward and it works. And I do think that is better than something like Gobi Arena, where you hold forward and it does not work, because there's an uninkable floor and a vertical grate in front of the clam basket. But, I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend I like know how to make a good map. I look at Flounder Heights and see that all the walls are inkable and that it's big and there's options, and I'm like, well, I don't know why every map isn't just like this. But apparently the devs have some reason. Yeah, like, I don't know why the map itself isn't a pyramid. That would have, like... It just feels like missed potential. I was inside the bubble. Was I not inside the shield there? Okay. I'm pretty sure I was inside the shield, but whatever you say. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way with Brine Water. Like... Well, Brine Water I actually dislike. I would not say Brine Water is mid. I'd say Brine Water is bad, personally. But there's like lots of interesting stuff going on in the background. The actual map is like, I mean, that's just a problem with the map being too small. Like, there's not even the like Umami. There's literally a giant structure in the middle of the map, and it's like, okay, why didn't you make that a pyramid? That would have been interesting. But Brine Water, there's just not even enough map that they could have used to put interesting terrain on. It's just a ramp, and that's the whole map. I am very hyped for the Zelda Splatfest, yes. We gotta get a little bit of positivity in here, yes. I think the triangle map will be funny. I don't know how balanced it will be, but at least it will be funny. And I like the theme. The theme is really cool. Like, everyone was saying they should do that. I'm glad they actually did do that, because it makes perfect sense. I did not mean to booyah, I meant to jump out. Okay, I jumped out. Wait, yeah! Brine Water should have it should have had like a circular bath in the middle of the map. That would have made sense. Why did they not do that? No, you're completely right. That's like the most obvious thing. Why would they not do that? I feel like the only time they did something like that where I didn't really like it was Snapper Canal in Splatoon 2. Because that was a map that like actually had like a really interesting visual theme that tied in perfectly to the gameplay. I just kind of didn't like it. I don't know. That map was... I mean, I'd take it now. If they brought it back, I'd be happy, because it's better than Splatoon 3 maps. But, I didn't love it in 2. That would be interesting with Splatoon 3 Special. Zipcaster would be really fun on it. I don't know if fighting against Crab would be fun on it, though. Oh my god. Opinion on Autobomb. I was talking about this the other day with friends. Oh, they have a DC. Wait, can we bring this back? Hold on. Oh, we cannot. Autobomb works for some weapons because it's like a pressure tool or it helps you find people, but I think it's the most boring sub-weapon to use in the entire game. Because it's similar to Torpedo, and Torpedo is just like the same thing but actually has depth because you can roll it or bounce it off walls to combo, or you can throw it in the air to lock on. An Autobomb is just, you just throw it. That's the whole thing. And you don't even need to really aim it well, because you're just throwing it in a general area. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep going. Might as well just, I'll probably go to rotation at this point, so like 23 minutes. Already been streaming for 3 hours. Yeah. I mean, they're trying to, like... I don't know. Like, something like Brine Water, like, isn't good, but it at least does feel distinct. Like... It's a really weird map. I don't know. I don't like it, but it's like, you know, no map ever was just 2 giant ramps with, like, a tiny 10 by 10, you know, platform in the middle. So, like, I'll give them that. It was different. Umami is kind of just a diagonal rectangle, but still feels a little bit different because of the thing in the middle of the map. So I don't know. At least we're gonna get more unique maps. Like Mincemeat, the thing that sucks about Mincemeat is not only is it like a horrible map with no options, no inkable walls, no flank route, but it's just so boring. Like it's just a rectangle. It's nothing we haven't seen before. I don't know. I don't know what they were cooking with that. It sucks because the background is actually really cool. Anyway, yeah. I think I'm Team Wisdom. Oh god. I don't know too many people on Team Wisdom, so I might end up switching if enough of my friends join a different team. But I think some of them are on Wisdom with me. I'm not sure. Wisdom is definitely my like actual pick, but depending on what teams people are on, that might change. Man. You like cats? Cats are pretty cool. Oh my god. Yeah, probably should have expected that. This game is, wow, this game is rough. Okay. Hopefully we can at least cap our own zone, but that charger is making that hard. Okay. Please, 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 please. Oh my god. Okay, they got the other one somehow. And zap clutch, maybe. Not really. Why is the splash on, like, the snipe platform? I don't know what he thinks he's gonna do from there. Probably spamming burst bombs or something. He's just so hot. Yeah. I guess some people are probably going to choose it based off the character. I mean, Zelda's probably my favorite of the 3 anyway, so... Definitely Wisdom, if that's the case. Please get the zones. Cool, okay. There we go. We just burst bombed him to death? Mo do do do. Nice. carbon things. I missed him. Okay. I could add one thing to Splatoon. Let us switch weapons in between games while playing Anarchy Open again, like League and Splatoon 2. That's like the most annoying thing they changed. I don't understand why that's not an option anymore. Just give the League lobby system back. That whole thing was better. Cool. No, I'm not really a Pokemon guy. I played a few games, but I was not really interested in Scarlet and Violet. I have some friends who played it, but it's... I don't know. The game just, like, looks kind of ugly. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I'm gonna play an open world game, the world has to look good. And I'm just not super into Pokemon combat. Breath of the Wild still looks so good on the Switch. I've been like playing it a bit in anticipation of Tears of the Kingdom. Like, it's crazy that they made it, you know, half for the Wii U, half for the Switch. It was the first game on the console, and it still looks better than like most of the things on the console. I mean, I'm not trying to deter anyone else from getting it, but I really do not think I would be that into Scarlet Violet, personally. I played Legends Arceus, and Scarlet Violet just kind of took out all of the things I liked about that game, so I think it would just not be fun to play. See you, JBL. Thanks for being here. Boom. Yeah, I've been playing in Master Mode. What is that? Oh, he is lagging. Oh, he's lagging. Yeah, he's disconnected. I've been playing lots of Master Mode because I still have to... Oh. What? That wasn't even the first minute of the... Was that the first minute of the game? Maybe it was. Just Arceus is the best mountain Pokemon game and it isn't even that good. Yeah. So the only ones I've played are Sun, Shield, and Arceus. And Sun was good. I liked Sun. I still like. I've never loved Pokemon Combat. I just think it's kind of boring to choose from 4 options. Like, I don't know. I'm not a huge RPG guy. I've gotten more into RPGs in recent years, but I generally prefer like real-time combat or at least like action RPGs. And like of all the RPGs, Pokemon is like the most basic. I feel like. I mean, there's lots of depth if you like care. And you're trying to like do competitive stuff, but like if you're just trying to beat the story, you can pretty much just pick the move that the game says is the best move to use and it works. So I just get really bored. I liked Arceus because it had real-time elements with like dodging and like the boss fights and stuff and sneaking up on enemies or Pokemon enemies, you know, same thing. And exploration was fun. So I liked that. It felt fresh. And there was a little bit more depth in Arceus too because you have the move styles. I have never tried Persona 5. I think I would like Persona 5. I've like want to play it eventually. It's just not really high priority for me. There's other things I would rather play. But yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, that static was really good in Sun and Moon. I just like it was my first Pokemon game, so I didn't know what to expect, but like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like everyone's favorite Pokemon game is their first Pokemon game. Like, especially people who played older ones. But I just remember my experience with with Sun being like, I think I was also, I was really into the story. I think that helped a lot. That game actually had a pretty good story. And like cool environments and stuff. And then I played Sword and Shield, which has like a really lame story, and its environments are basically just like straight hallways to the end of the game. So, yeah. I didn't even hate that game at the time. Like, I'm really hard on that game in retrospect. I liked Sword and Shield when I played it, but then I like thought about it for a second. I'm like, oh. I mean, there were things I definitely noticed like while I was playing, but I don't know. I actually like that it ends the game when someone disconnects. I thought it was a lot more annoying having to play out an unfair game. So it's kind of annoying there because I didn't think it was going to, but in the end, I'd much rather do that, honestly. Sword and Shield was your first game that wasn't a spin-off? I mean, it's still a game. it has its merits. I don't know. There are people who enjoy it. I mean, it's not a game I've ever gone back to. I played like a little bit of multiplayer with friends after I beat the story, and that was pretty much it. I feel like the people who really like Pokemon like it for like, you know, the social and competitive aspects of it. Like playing through the story. I mean, apparently the story in Scarlet and Violet is actually pretty good. I wouldn't know because I haven't seen it. Or at least it got good towards the end. There's just like lots of little things that bother me about Pokemon. Like the presentation just feels really bad. Like even like the text boxes still making the same sounds that they did on like the Game Boy. Like I get it, it's like, oh, it's tradition, it's nostalgia, but like as someone who's just entering the series for the modern games, I'm like, oh, this just seems really outdated and bad. Like I don't necessarily think there needs to be voice acting, but I feel like there should be. It should at least have like Zelda type voice acting where they like make a sound at the start of the text box, I think. So you like have an idea of what their voice is. Because it just being like a beep and a like silent scrolling text feels really outdated and just kind of I don't know, just low production value, honestly. Biggest hope for next Splatoon is they still haven't really explained how League battles work, but they said that they might have like special modes. My main hope for the game in general is a new ranked mode. I think they kind of don't want to do that for some reason, or it doesn't seem like they're planning to do a new ranked mode. But they said League might have other modes. So I hope they add League, and I hope it has modes that are actually fun and like you can play in private battles or something. That's like, because the things to make me really love Splatoon 3, side order has to be good single player, and I mean the main thing I play is ranked. So for it to feel like a full new game, it really would have been nice for there to have been a new ranked mode at launch. I'm honestly kind of still disappointed there wasn't. So if they add something like that at some point, you know, that would actually make the game feel new and fresh. Hybrid between, I mean, that's kind of what Anarchy Open is, in my mind. Series and X rank are if you're trying to sweat. Open is if you're just trying to have fun with friends. Let's see with that. I'll take it. Oh, we're dying though. I mean, I never played Turf War, so like I don't if that's what you mean by casual mode, like, I don't know. I have no interest in playing Turf War at this point, really, besides Splatfest. So I would just want new game types. Like if they're just goofy fun modes, that's fine. I just want something. Will they introduce at least one Stringer and Sultana? Yeah. I imagine they would. I mean, obviously we still have the kits, so yeah, there will at least be the different versions of the ones we have. But I don't know. Brushes still only have 2 versions of the weapon, so umbrellas only have 3. So Splatanas and Stringers, who knows? Ow. Grenade launcher? I feel like Explosher and or Stringer are low-key grenade launchers of some kind. I don't know. I don't really know how, like, a grenade launcher plays in other shooter games, so maybe that's not accurate. But, yeah. What would I rate Ink Mine? I mean, I'm not a competitive player. I mostly just play what's fun, and I have a decent idea of how to be good at the game. I don't like using Ink Mine because I don't think it's fun, so I don't use it. That's pretty much my only thoughts on it. There's certain weapons where it kind of works for like combos or like just, you know, they're weapons that position themselves in places where Ink Mines make sense, but I don't know. If the weapon has Ink Mine, I will probably not be using it. I think Table Turf is fine. I'm max level in Table Turf, so I kind of wish there was something I could actually get out of it. It'd be nice if like playing against other people actually gave me money or something. Because I just literally get nothing from playing it at this point. Unless I'm playing against like the computers to get card sleeves. Which I don't really care about because I already got the one card sleeve I wanted. But it's also a side mode, and I don't really think it matters that much. I think hiding an emote behind it is their way to incentivize people to play it. I don't really think it needs more than that. Yeah, it'd be cool if you could like trade cards or something. But that runs the risk of it just being too easy to like finish a deck. I don't know, like, because you can already use the bits and everything. I don't know. I just don't really care that much. At the end of the day, I think it's kind of fun, but it's like, it's just a side mode. I'm not playing Splatoon for the card game. Oh, cool. Got him. That did not kill that crab? You're kidding me. I thought they made Zuka do more damage to crab. I don't know how it didn't break that. So close to becoming A rank, nice. Good luck. And they said they're angry. Can you check in their C+? Oh. How do you check? Like on their Ghost? Because I think sometimes those aren't updated. I mean, I don't know if they got from C+ to A in a single sitting, but... I mean, there's a chance they're just lying, I guess, but... I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the ink mines are good for certain situations. They're a little too situational, I think, for me. Like, bombs are pretty just good all-purpose. You can be offensive, you can be defensive. It's like a get-off-me tool or a poking tool. And mines are just kind of... they just do their thing. So... I just don't like them as much. Yeah, I don't know what the final theme of this game would be. I feel like they wouldn't do, like, Squid Sisters Off the Hook versus Deep Cut. Deep Cut would not win, by the way. Deep Cut would not win. I don't know. I don't know what they would do. It's like, harder to think of things with 3. It's weird to think of, like, how far Splatoon could go. Because, I mean, it felt like a long time between 2 and 3, but, like, it really wasn't. And, you know, in the grand scheme of things, compared to other franchises, like... we've gotten Splatoon games at a pretty rapid rate. And they keep expanding the story and the scope of the game and everything, like... I just wonder how long it will go. Like, if the final Splatfest of this determines the story of the next game, then it's like... you know, then they have to make another game. Like, I don't know. It's just interesting to think, like... I wonder how far it will go before they, like... It seems like they'd have to take, like, a hiatus or something. Like, they can't just keep making Splatoon games, right? I mean, I guess they've kept making... Have they kept making Call of Duty games, like, consistently the whole time? I don't really follow other franchises that update this frequently. It just seems like there would be, like, a breaking point where they run out of ideas. You failed rank in battle 3 times, you're losing your mind? Oh. I mean, if you're A+, you... I don't know, you still have time in the season, for sure, so don't need to worry about that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's so weird to imagine that there will be games after this one, because this still feels so new to me. Oh my god. Ba-ba-dum. Oh, I'm glad you are enjoying. Is Sergio how you say your name? Sergio or Sergio? I don't know. I want to say it right, but I don't. I'm not sure. But I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. This will probably be my last game actually because it's rotation. So yeah, it has been nice talking. Like I said, this is what I like to do. I mean, just oh my god. Streaming is a good outlet to just express all of my Splatoon obsession, and it is nice that there are like-minded people who are also obsessed with Splatoon to to rant to, I guess. So yeah. Oh. I'm glad you guys enjoy too. Whoa! I tried to squid roll out of the way, but there was a wall. I feel like I was behind the wall. Actually, I don't think that did hit me, but sure. Okay, that was weird. Hold on. Okay, I don't want them to win this. They might win this though. Man. Well, I just need to finish the video. Okay, wait, there's actually a chance here. I need to finish the video so that I don't have to rant about Return of the Mammalians, because I don't want to repeat myself so many times. So at some point I can just direct people to, like, here. Just watch this video. This is why I don't like it. And why I like the other one so much. I don't want to lose the last game, but this is a struggle. We may lose the last game. Man. Oh, yep. There we go. Well, that's alright. It has been 3.5 hours. Ooh. I say this as a brush paint, I love it. Brushes are fun. I really liked ink brush in Splatoon 1, and it hasn't felt the same to me in 2 or 3. I'm not really sure why. I think part of it is like there's no more damage up. I actually really liked having damage on it. But yeah, it's a fun weapon. I like the play style. Maybe it was just easier to like mash on the gamepad too. I don't know, something about it. Yeah, lots of good games this year. To look forward to, I think. I feel like there are other ones. No, I'm blanking. But yeah, it's been a good time. Got things to look forward to. I have to do a lot of school projects. But I'll get through it. And all will be good. Oh, you're good, Ash. I mean, I feel like you didn't even join. I don't know, you got a decent amount of it. But yeah, I hope to create a good streaming environment. I don't know, a lot of people drop by saying like they don't normally watch streams, but they like this, so that's cool. I'm probably just because it's like smaller. You know, it's a different vibe for each streamer, depending on their personality, depending on their audience, how big their audience is. So yeah, if this is a thing people enjoy, I'm glad. Because that is what I'm trying to do. So yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to actually talk to the streamer. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, school, it's busy, but it's going pretty well. I'm a junior, and a junior in college. And my major has a dumb name. It's like interactive media stuff, basically. It's kind of broad. It's like graphic design, but also digital art, but also game design, kind of, but not really game design. It's, yeah, interactive media studies. So it's a variety of things. I'm kind of just trying to like learn skills and build a portfolio, to do some kind of creative thing with technology. I don't really know what I want to do for a job yet, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is cool. I hope if it leads to a job, then I'll be like, yeah, it's awesome. It's just it's a little scary right now because I don't totally know what I want to do. So, but yeah, it's cool. Hope you could fulfill your dream. Wow, yes. I don't even know what my dream is, but I hope I can fulfill it too once I have one. Anyway, I'm always so like weird with the outros. Like I feel like I have something I'm supposed to say, but no, that's good. I did upload a new video today. I think it's a lot of you. Some people mentioned you saw it already, so yeah. But that's a thing. Good to explore different medium. Yeah. I mean, it is a time to figure out what I want to do. So it's not. I have time to figure it out, and will hopefully all go well. But yeah, I will end it there. So thank you guys for watching. Will I be able to stream again next week? I think so. I'm gonna be even more busy then, but hopefully next Friday I should still have time to stream. So I'll try and work on getting a video out this week. I'm not totally sure because I have lots of stuff to do, like I said. But yeah, look forward to stream next week. See you guys then. Thanks for watching. This has been Cos.